Fayette County, and nobody blocked him that time. Northside going to get it out quickly again to Blassingame. Right to Blassingame 2 times in a row here. But it's only gotten them about 3 or 4 yards. Going to be a long 3rd down here for Northside as they try and get their offense going.
Brings up 3rd down and 6.
They'll call it 3rd and 6. And we'll see what Jaiden Wright can do here. He's got 4 receivers, 2 on each side on the left hash here. Wright drops back, looking, looks like he's going to tuck it and run. Tries to take off, but swallowed up quickly by the Warner Robbins defense. And that's going to be a 3 and out as Northside tries to get things going. So both defenses right now stopping the offenses, forcing punts early. Got to believe there's a lot of nerves in this game when you've got your crosstown rivals. This is the one you had circled all summer long as you went through summer workouts. This one not a region game. These schools not even in the same classification, but it'll be bragging rights for 365 days. All right, so Northside going to punt now. They get the punt off. Back there, oh, good punt. Gets a great.
The NFL season will be back before you know it. Get NFL Sunday Ticket and YouTube TV and watch every game every Sunday, all in one place. Sign up today. Terms and embargoes apply.
Wayfair's Labor Day clearance is back, and a new season means new savings.
To get that running game going, and both ended up in 3rd and longs, which is not going to be their forte. Did not see Skylar Williams take off, the quarterback for Warner Robbins in that first drive. Can't wait to see what Coach Shane Sams draws up for his boys this time. Here comes the Warner Robin Demon offense. Kelsey Perkins going to come to the close side. Running back also plays some wide receiver. And they pushed him back. Personal foul called against Warner Robbins. So Damani Cox had the nice punt return. It's negated. So they're going to start at their 25 instead of their 35. Still be 1st and 10 here as they take over 8:53 in the first quarter as we're getting things going on here on GPB live from Warner Robbins. All right, Williams going to send his man in motion. That's Perkins. They're going to hand off to him. Goes left side, trying to find something. Maybe gets a couple of yards as he tried to find the wide side of the field. Couldn't quite get there. Hurry up offense for Warner Robbins. They're going to get right back on the ball.
He's stopped by number 14.
Picked up 4, so it'll be 2nd and 6 now.
2nd down and 6 for the Demons.
Another shotgun look. Here comes Williams, the quarterback. This time he's going to keep it. Those are the legs we've talked so much about. That's going to be our first down of the game as the Demons move the chain. We talked about Skylar Williams and how he can run the ball. 6'3", 215 pounds. Had a 51-yard touchdown against Lee County to open the year. That's what he can do. Very dangerous with his legs. We'll see if they can get the run game going. So 2 runs in a row there to start this series for Warner Robbins. 1st and 10 now with the 36. And still Perkins behind him. They'll fake it this time. This time Williams wants to throw, going to tuck it. Nothing doing. Maybe gets a couple out of it as he gets past the line of scrimmage, but swallowed up by the Northside defense.
He picks up 3 yards this time.
They'll call it a gain of 3. 2nd down and 7. So that one looking to be a pass, but it's now been 3 straight runs for Warner Robbins to start this drive. Empty backfield this time as they've got kind of a 2 tight end set. They'll send Perkins in motion again to the backfield, goes out the other way. Williams going to look at him. Not sure if he knew what he wanted to do right there. A big loss, and it's big 0. Kelton Butler, the senior for Northside, getting in there and stopping things. So going to be another 3rd for Northside. They failed on their first 3rd down of the night. Let's see what they can do. Have not gotten the passing game going quite yet. But this time they'll send Nicholas Linder, Ezra Goings to the near side. Perkins still in the backfield. And they've got a tight end as well. Williams scanning things, sends a man in motion. That's Goings. Williams back to pass, tucks it again. tries to keep his eyes upfield. Now he's going to run it, and he may get the first down here. He's out of bounds, and he's got the first down. So Warner Robbins, 2 first downs now on the drive, and they're officially moving right near midfield.
He's forced out of bounds by number
Williams
20.
had his eyes downfield for a second, couldn't find anybody, decided to do it himself. Thank you very much. A first down now on their own 49.
And ball on the 49-yard line.
Demons getting going. Williams this time, gonna straight quarterback run. This one's designed for him. He's getting a lather, late shove out of bounds. You can expect stuff like that when you get a rivalry game going. No penalty flag. Well, Williams will pick up 6. So 2nd down and 4. He had all his blockers right in front. Not fooling anybody right there, just came to the short side.
Brings up 2nd down and 4.
This time they'll put Twins up to the top. The tight end on the right. Kind of got an up man too. Perkins still the running back. Faked it to him this time. Williams going to drop back, looks over the middle. Pass incomplete.
Pass intended for number 0, Damon Batts. Falls incomplete.
So Damon Batts tried to get that 6'2", 210-pound senior. Caught a long one against Fayette County last week. Couldn't come up with that one. So we get a 3rd down this time, a 3rd and short. And you better believe Northside's got to have somebody spying Skylar Williams right here. He will take off and get that first down with his feet if that's necessary. Again, 2 receivers top side. Got a couple of up men on either side. They'll send a tight end in motion to the left. It is a Williams keeper. He's got Perkins blocking out in front. He'll get the first down again and move the change. Big man being hard to take down, and Warner Robbins down inside the 40, about the 37-yard line. It is all Skylar Williams on this drive
Making a tackle for the Eagles.
as they are getting deep now in the Northside territory. Got a timeout on the field, maybe just to get these guys water. It is still hot and early in the season in Middle Georgia. Warner Robbins, 0. Northside, 0. 6:16 left to go in the first quarter. And we'll take a break with them.
Sports, on-campus health clinics, and lifestyle housing are here to support students becoming nurses, commercial truck drivers, and aviation technicians for our workforce. Enroll in affordable high-demand programs in person or online. Take and transfer courses to a local university or get hands-on training for career satisfaction. Live, work, study as the Titan from here to across the world. Warner Robbins, Macon, Millersville, and more. Simply put, CGTC is your college for our community. Apply today.
All right, football fans, don't forget about that 50-50 raffle. Also, special shout-out to the Northside High School class of 2014, celebrating their 10-year reunion at tonight's game.
Back on the Crosstown Showdown, Northside and Warner Robbins doing battle for the 67th time. Happy to have you with us on GPB, as we've got one of the best rivalries in all the state going down right here. Warner Robbins started this drive at their own 25. They're now at the 37 of Northside with 1st and 10. It's been all about quarterback Skylar Williams so far on this drive. We'll see if it's him again. Looking to pass. This time he will throw it up. It's deep, looking for Nicholas Linder, but it falls incomplete. A couple of men back there for Northside on the coverage.
Number 6, McQuaid Thorpe. Brings up 2nd down and 10.
So it'll be 2nd and 10 now. The success in this drive for Warner Robbins has come on the ground. Tried to go deep there, maybe catch Northside a little bit off balance coming out of the timeout, something I'm sure they talked about. Coach Shane Sams in his 2nd year of Warner Robbins. His first career win, well, it came last year in this matchup against Northside. It was oh so sweet. All right, empty backfield this time. Williams back there all by himself. Couple receivers each side. They'll send a man in motion. That's Travis English, but Williams going to keep it again. Not going anywhere this time. It's that big man in the middle, Elijah Patman, with another tackle. You got Kelton Butler and Elijah Patman, a junior and a senior right there in the middle of that north side line. And they have swallowed that up. So now another 3rd and long. Williams ran for the last 3rd and long. Was able to convert. Trying to dries his hands a little bit. We'll see if he'll throw it. Got a group of trips down here on the bottom. bunch formation. They'll throw it out. It's complete. And that's Damon Batts. Gets the first down. He's very close. We'll see if they decide. No, they were going to say first down.
9 yards is going to be close.
Will they measure? Let's see. Or will it be 4th and 1? Right around the 27-yard line. If it's not a first down, it's go time. You got to believe. Looks like officials are printing first down. So another first down for Warner Robbins, and they are rolling right along. Now, hey, tricky formation. Heads up here. Davion Lattimore back there, and they spent Williams out on the top side. This is going to be a direct snap. We'll see if he tries to throw the ball. Maybe a trick play coming. Lattimore going to fake it. No, he'll just keep it up the middle, and he's fine. He's got a little bit of a hole on the right side. Down to the 20, out at the 19.
Number 21.
So they split out. Skylar Williams to the top side that time. Just went
He's going to pick up 6 yards on the play.
direct snap to Davion Lattimore.
Number 6, Marquavian Thorpe.
All the success coming on the ground on this drive for Warner Robbins that started at their own 25, now down to the 20. 4:44 to go in the first, and it's 2nd and 3. Williams back at quarterback this time. Lattimore still back there with him. They'll snap it to him. It's a quarterback run this time. Not much doing, but close to the first down. We'll see if they give him another first down for Skylar Williams. He is Mr. Do-It-All in this drive. As an offensive lineman, that's what you love to see over there to help pick him up off the ground. This time I think will they measure? Yeah, it looks like they're going to bring out the chains. So right around the 17-yard line, we'll see if Warner Robbins can get the first down here. Trying to draw first blood in the crosstown showdown. Measurement is a first down. So it'll be another first down for Warner Robbins, who've put together an incredible drive right here. Down to the 17-yard line. See if they can get points out of this. Northside went 3 and out on defense. Able to force the punt right off the bat on Warner Robbins' first drive of the night, but this time not so easy. Sun's starting to set here in Warner Robbins. Beautiful part of our state. And there's still folks trying to get in. A huge line down the block. As both teams play their home games here, the home game tonight is Northside. So you'll see one end zone says Demons, one end zone says Eagles. All right, Warner Robbins, 1st and 10. Skylar Williams got the ball at the 17. His quarterback's done it all so far on this drive. Man back there with him is Davion Lattimore. They'll snap it. Fake to Lattimore, throw a little short screen pass. That's Batts. He's got 7, and he's driven out of bounds at the 11-yard line. Batts has come up big. When they have passed the ball, he's been the man.
Looks like 6 yards on the play.
6-yard gain, 2nd and 4 now, right at the 10. Can get the first down at the 6.
2nd down and 4.
This time, Williams is going to give to Lattimore. He's right at the first down marker. Looks like he's got it. It'll be 1st and goal for Warner Robbins. They're knocking on the door. Warner Robbins with really 3 running backs. They'll cycle through there. Lattimore seems to be the hot hand right now. We've seen Kelsey Perkins back there, also Travis English. Lattimore still in the game right now. Skylar Williams has helped carry the load, but recently he's gotten off the bats and let Lattimore get that last first down. We'll see if Northside can stop it here, force a field goal attempt, but it's first down for Warner Robbins. Looking over to the sideline to get their signs. High school football now, the only ones left giving those signs as the in-helmet communications comes. That's Lattimore. Oh, he stopped at the line. Huge swarm by the Eagles of Northside as they knocked down Lattimore for no gain. Maybe even lost a half-yard right there. We talked about the big men up front for Northside. Keldon Butler, Elijah Patman. They're back into the game there. That was actually Derek Jones who was in on the defensive line right there, big junior. So 2nd down now and goal from the 8. Still got 2 receivers near side. for Williams. And the shotgun takes the snap, fakes to Lattimore. He's going to throw. Throws it again to Bats. Bats down to the 5. Is he in? Touchdown! Warner Robbins. Demons in the end zone, and they draw first blood in this rivalry matchup. So we talked all drive long how Warner Robbins was doing it with their feet. Skylar Williams rushing for first downs. Davion Lattimore, and finally they get the touchdown through the air. Williams to Bats. And it's 6-0 pending the extra point with 2:44 left to go in the first quarter.
Number 47, Will Shepard.
William Shepard tries to get the kick. It is up. It is true. 7-0. Warner Robbins takes an early lead against their rivals from Northside. We'll take a break here on GPB.
Going to be against the Eagles, and will be assessed on the kickoff.
So it's Warner Robbins 7, Northside 0. 2:44 left in the first. After a 3-and-out to start the game, Warner Robbins then gets the ball back, goes on a 75-yard drive, capped by Skylar Williams to Damon Batts for 8-yard touchdown. And they'll give it back to Northside here. Northside started their first drive, went 3-and-out. We'll see if Jaiden Wright can get things going for Coach Ben Bailey. 5-yard penalty on the extra point, so Warner Robbins will kick off from the 45 this time. We'll see if they can drill this one all the way into the end zone, or if they want to. It's going to be right at the goal line, and Northside going to return it. And they've got a hole, big return, 45, 50. It's the kicker making the tackle. Briston Blassingame, huge return for Northside, and that's just the spark the Eagles needed. After giving up a long touchdown drive, they're going to start things off inside Warner Robbins territory. Blassingame showing his wheels, and I'll tell you what, special teams have been especially good and especially bad for both these teams. It'll start at the 49 of Northside so far this year. Both teams have kind of struggled. Northside gave up an 85-yard punt return against Baldwin. Last week, Fayette County had a huge punt return that was called back, but special teams for Warner Robbins have been an issue as well. Here comes Northside trying to capitalize on that. They're looking for Blassingame again. Didn't get there from quarterback Jaiden Wright, so it'll be 2nd and 10. Again, Northside taking over at their own 49-yard line after a great return from Briston Blassingame. Nicholas Linder playing both ways for Warner Robbins is there on the pass defense there. Trips to the top side. Jaiden Wright going to throw. Complete this time.
Pass is complete to number 11,
Zaiden Washington
picks up 6 yards on the play.
gets that one, so now it'll be 3rd and 4. 3-and-out last time for Northside. Really want to get this first down, keep this drive going. It's a 3rd and 4.
3rd down and 4.
We'll see what he does right back there, and he's got big James Turner back there with him. James Turner, a guy who plays both ways, number 8 standing next to him. He's a bruiser. At 105 yards against Eagles Landing to kick off this season. They'll fake it to him. This time they'll throw a little pop pass. Beautifully done. Nice pass by Jaiden Wright, and it's a first down for Northside. They've got this thing rolling exactly what they had to have. 18 yards and a first down. Down to the 30. Des Tabor on a little pop pass. This one, play was blown dead before it even started.
Stop was by number 10, Jordan Powell.
So when you turn to Tabor, it was beautiful. Looked like they faked it to Turner, the running back, and they just kind of get up and get it over the defensive line. There was a huge hole right there for Tabor, and he made the most of it, getting the first down. So that play was blown dead, not a penalty either way. Or maybe it was just a, it still says second down, so maybe it was a play. I think everybody on the Northside side thought the play was dead. So it'll be 2nd and 10 now, right in the shotgun. They had some movement on the line. Isaiah Gibson, the big defensive lineman, edge rusher, but he's right there at the nose right now for Warner Robbins. They'll give it inside, and that's big on big right there. A couple of big defensive players. James Turner gets bottled up by Isaiah Gibson, the 5-star edge rusher, formerly committed to Southern Cal, now committed to the University of Georgia. And he's lining up all over the place. He was a nose guard on that play. Looks like he's right over the ball again. You've got the big offensive tackle, Chaston Brown, down here on the bottom for Northside. Maybe Warner Robbins trying to keep him. Brown, don't want him edge rushing off of that. Tyquan Bruton right there on Brown right now on the bottom of your screen. 3rd and 11 right now for Jaiden Wright. Northside trying to get something going. Wright going to be back to pass. He's looking. Can he find anybody? Throws. It's incomplete. Great defense by Aiden Howard for Warner Robbins right there. And that's going to be 4th down. And you'd love to have gotten just a few yards right there for your Northside, because now what do you do? Do you kick it? Do you send Cody Nelson out there to kick it? No, they got a punt. They're going to bring out the punting unit. 4th and 11, too far to go for. If you could have got half right there, maybe you do try and go for it. Northside, after a promising drive that started with a huge return on the kickoff by Briston Blassingame, got a big first down on the pop pass to Des Tabor. But alas, they've got a punt inside of Warner Robbins territory. Punter with his heels on the 45-yard line. Not sure if we're going to get much of a return right here. See if they can cough in corner and pin Warner Robbins deep. No, just kind of a squib punt. Rolls down. Northside gets a great bounce, though. That's inside the 5. Warner Robbins, huge block. And a flag comes out after that blindside block. So this return is going to be coming back. Really dangerous stuff right there. And it seems like special teams are those moments.
Number 7.
Punt kind of had everybody confused.
Dinkins on the return.
As Rayshon Dinkins on the return for Warner Robbins. Dinkins, 3-star, committed to Georgia Tech, had a nice return, but it was one of the blocks behind him, a blindside block that knocked a helmet off of the Northside player. So that one will be coming back. And Warner Robbins.
Personal foul against the Demons. Be penalized half the distance to the goal. They'll take over on the 4-yard line.
Yeah, this one's going to be all the way back down to the 4 as Warner Robbins comes back out. Had a bit long scoring drive on their last time out. It'll have to be even longer this time. But we saw what quarterback Skylar Williams could do. Just 23 seconds left here in the first quarter. Probably the last play here if it is a running play. Williams back in the backfield. Looks like Perkins back there. Kelsey Perkins with him. They'll give Perkins the ball. Finds a little bit of a hole, but it got closed real quickly with that big defensive line from Northside. Maybe got a yard. And again, that will do it for the first quarter. In the books here at the MAC in Warner Robins, Georgia. The 67th edition of the Crosstown Showdown. 7-0 Warner Robins. Second quarter coming right up on GPB.
I wanted to see, how she was going to make that transition from middle school to high school and all the hoop and holler that has come with being KJ Akery. And I've been amazed.
When she entered high school, KJ already had
an act of God? Burning fossil fuels is overheating our planet, causing unnatural disasters. Let's call this what it really is. An act of man.
At 15, when it's time to play, I feel like the ball should be in my hands.
And welcome back here to Grisham Stadium in Carrollton, Georgia. Just got great news here. This game is going to start at approximately 8:20. We've been in a lightning delay since the scheduled start at 7:30. Hope you've been enjoying our GPB Sports web game with Cody Chafin's on the call and a 7-0 lead for Warner Robbins on Northside as they get ready to enter into the second quarter. But we're going to get going here in about 20 minutes as the number 1 ranked Carrollton Trojans play host to the number 6 Rome Wolves in a 6A versus 5A battle here in West Georgia. So Matt Stewart along with Wayne Gandy, John Nelson, and Hannah Good. We're going to get things started up here in about 20 minutes. So stay with us. In the meantime, enjoy the Demons and Northside Warner Robbins as they start the second quarter in Middle Georgia.
Bringing you Northside and Warner Robbins, 7-0 Demons after the first quarter. Demons have got the ball, second down, 8 yards to go as they start deep in their own territory after a penalty on the last punt. Northside, huge stop right there by Elijah Patman. And it'll be 3rd down and 5. Northside got down to the 30, really 35, couldn't get anything going. It decided to punt because they were too far on a 4th and 11 to go for it. So if they can pin them deep and get the ball back, a huge win for the Eagles and their defense here. They're bunched at the top in a trip set for quarterback Skylar Williams of Warner Robbins. Williams going to roll right, looking, throws complete to Damon Batts. He was the big receiver on the last drive, but he stopped short. Tackle there by Terry Anderson, and Northside's defense stands up right here, holds 3 and out. They'll get the ball back, and probably in great, it was Michael Clayton on the tackle. They'll get the ball back. Great situation. So Warner Robbins going to punt out of their own end zone, and we talked about the kick return issues that both teams have had. Had a huge return from Briston Blassingame on the last kickoff. He's back to receive this punt, which kind of goes end over end and out of bounds at the 28. So huge win for Northside right there as they will take over at the Warner Robbins 28-yard line. So Coach Ben Bailey looks like a genius after punting the last time. And his offense comes right back out with great field position. And we'll see if they can capitalize this time and get some points. It's actually better field position than when they kick the ball away, which doesn't happen a lot. So here comes the Northside offense back out on the field, down by 7, looking to chip in to that Warner Robbins lead early in the second quarter. Quarterback Jaedon Wright behind center. Got a man beside him. They'll throw. Williams complete. And they've got something going down to the 20, 15. Oh, we got a flag on the play. We'll see if it was a holding penalty. Briston Blassingame. Oh, Zaylor Washington. So Washington on the catch. We'll see what the penalty is here. Holding against Northside, so that'll come back. Would have been a first down. Jaedon Wright finally got something going, throwing the ball right there, but it comes back. Gotta love rivalry games. So Warner Robbins all week had put out a wallpaper for their phones that said, Northside isn't a town in Georgia, but Warner Robbins is. And so when the PA announcer here at Northside tonight came here, he said, welcome to Northside, Georgia. You gotta love the chippiness and the pettiness of a good rivalry game, and that's what we've got here in Middle Georgia tonight. All right, Jaden Wright going to take it this time, going to hand off. Big hole, but a big hit as well.
Carried by number 15, Ronnie Hiley. He bursts up the middle.
Ronnie Halley
Picks up about 9 yards.
gets almost a first down. It'll be 2nd and 1.
Dinkins.
Ronnie Hiley.
Down and 1 for the Eagles.
So it'll be a 3rd and short. See what they do here. Blasting game out to the top side. They bring in. Oh, let's see. We got a question with the chains on the top. They bring in big Kelton Butler, a defensive tackle. It is 2nd down here. Yeah, the penalty. So they had to get the chains right. So 2nd and 1. It's Ronnie Hiley back there in the backfield still. Don't see the big running back James Turner, but he plays both ways. Maybe needed a breath right there. Huge tackle in the backfield that time. And it's number 5 for Warner Robbins. Ja'Kai Woodford, 6 foot 220, breaking through and making a huge tackle. So it looked like it would be at least 3rd and short, but now it's 3rd and medium, 3rd and about 4 for Jaden Wright. And here we do see James Turner coming onto the field for this very important play. Northside's been down here now for 2 drives, have not got points yet. Don't want to lose yardage here. Maybe you could kick a field goal if you don't go negative on this play, but I know Northside Eagle fans looking for the first down. This time they'll hand it off to the big man Turner, and he is wrapped up and thrown down by the Warner Robbins defense right there. Isaiah Gibson a part of that tackle. It's Ja'Kai Woodford there one more time as well. So it'll be 4th and 3. It's decision time for Ben Bailey. Looks like he's going to keep his offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th down. Had to punt on a 4th and 11 the last time. Down inside Warner Robbins territory. They are going for it this time. Turner back down there. Jaden Wright claps, now looks to the sideline. Wants to get a signal. He's got 2 receivers down here on the near side, 1 up top. In the backfield with him is his big running back, the senior, James Turner. Jaden Wright, a senior back there as well, the quarterback. Looking at his big offensive lineman, Chaston Brown. Got to believe you go behind the 4-star this time. No, he's pass blocking. They'll throw it up to Blessing Game. He's got the first down. And Northside has moved the chains. 1st and 10 at the 12. Briston Blassigame's been the player of the game so far for this Northside offense. Wright gets it to him. He moves the chains. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line. Northside converts when they have to here, trying to get a touchdown. Wright claps, no snap. Maybe trying to draw off the big defensive lineman for Warner Robbins. We kind of talked about where we find the 5-star Isaiah Gibson. He's kind of moved around a little bit. Not in the game on this play. We'll see how Northside adjusts. Send a man in motion. They'll give it to Turner. Cuts back, can't find anything, loses his footing a little bit. It'll be 2nd and 10, no gain on that one. Correction, Gibson is out there. Hard to see when, rare that you see the defensive lineman. I guess it's more common now with a number 9, but there he is on the left end. And we talked about, we wanted to see the matchup between Chaston Brown and Isaiah Gibson. Gibson on the opposite side of Brown right here. A couple of D1 prospects, both ranked in the top 30 in the state by 24/7 Sports. Got a bunch formation at the top. Timeout called by Northside right here. They're going to talk it over, a 2nd and 10 as they are knocking on the door, trying to get even with Warner Robbins down here at the MAC. Cody Chafin's back with you on GPB. I know it's a stormy night other places around the state. Beautiful night here in Warner Robins, Georgia for the classic rivalry of Northside and Warner Robins. As we rejoin you, second down and 10. Northside trailing 7-0, 7:12 to go in the second quarter. And trying to get things even. Tyler Stevens, defensive tackle for Warner Robins, shaking up on that last play, limped to the sideline. All right, Jaiden Wright, quarterback, going to look left. Is it going for Blassingame? Jump ball, Blassingame had it, but it popped out when he hit the ground. Pass incomplete. Aiden Howard on the coverage for Warner Robins. Blassingame has been huge in the return game. Also catching passes today, trying to find the touchdown right there. And they threw it up for him, exactly what you want. Jump ball coming out of the timeout. That was the play they called. Get it to our playmaker, Briston Blassingame, and he almost tied the game up right there. So it'll be 3rd and 10 now. We'll see what Northside's thinking. Do they throw the ball here, just try and get it closer for a field goal? Right? Got a little reverse. It's Blassingame again. He's got blockers out in front, but no, it's a big man, number 7, Rayshawn Dinkins, the 3-star who broke that thing up for Warner Robins, broke through and slowed down Blassingame's momentum. He gets dropped. It looked like he had folks out in front until Dinkins popped his head in there. Top 50 player for the class of 2025 here in the state of Georgia. Huge play right there for the Georgia Tech commit. Going to force a field goal attempt for Northside. Feels like they've spent the last 10 minutes here inside Warner Robins territory, but now Northside finally going to try and kick it. Big Cody Nelson puts it through, and Northside's on the board. 7-3 now with 6:16 left in the half. The Eagles are on the board.
7, Eagles 3. All right, football fans, don't forget about those 50-50 raffles. Got one going on each side. Official timeout. When play resumes, Eagles will be in to kick off the ball, number 9.
So it was a Cody Nelson 18-yard field goal to give Northside their first points of the night, 7-3.
And number 1,
with about 6 minutes to go in the half. Warner Robins going to get the ball back here. Cody Chafin's joining you from McCallner-Talbert Stadium in Warner Robins, Georgia. Kickoff, oh, huge hole right in the middle. Warner Robins looked like they were going to be off to the races. Nicholas Linder's been back there all night for them. But he'll get it to the 35, and that's where Warner Robins will get back to work. Warner Robins 3 and out on their first possession, then had a 75-yard drive with a Skylar Williams to Damon Batts touchdown, made it 7-0. And then last time they got the ball, it was inside their own 5-yard line, couldn't do anything with it, had to punt. This time they'll start on their own 35. See what they got this time. It is Skylar Williams still in the backfield.
Football Fridays in Georgia, presented by the Governor's Office of Highway Safety, reminding you, heads up, Georgia, parking your phone while driving saves lives. As we welcome you back to Grisham Stadium in Carrollton, Georgia, our weather delay has been about 45 minutes long now, but we're getting ready to kick off in about 5 minutes. Matt Stewart along with Wayne Gandy. Let's send it down to John Nelson to get the story down on the field.
Thank you very much, Matt. Good evening to you. Good evening, Wayne. Good evening, however you're accessing us, and thanks for hanging with us through the delay. You had a great game down in Middle Georgia. The big story, obviously, is Rome. When they stepped on buses today, it was the first time in 22 days that they even got on a bus of any kind. Initial thoughts, maybe there would be a little apprehension for the players stepping on a bus after the accident that happened after coming home from the Rockmart scrimmage that injured 15 and set practice back, set the team back to this premier game here tonight. With the coaching staff, they've been amazed at how resilient the kids have been. They went from shoulder pads all the way back as a group to t-shirts and shorts and have built it all the way back forward to this moment here tonight. Hannah, it's been a long way back for Rome. John Reed said, you gotta love kids, and he talked to him and he said, what a challenge for you tonight. Your first game of the year, you can make a statement here in Carrollton. What's going on in your part of the world?
Yeah, John, those Wolves fans and Trojans fans who are seeing action for the first time all season are finally trickling in from that lightning delay. I got my hand stamp, it's a star. We had to shelter out in my car, but we're back, and just in case we do have some more inclement weather, we have a web game streaming. It's one of the best rivalry games in the entire state. It's Warner Robbins versus Northside Warner Robbins. You can watch it on gpb.org/sports or the GPB Sports app. So that is live right now. While you're on the app, don't forget to vote for tonight's poll question of the game, which is, who is going to win, Rome or Carrollton? And don't forget to stick around at halftime, where we will have our Make That Kid an Offer nominees for week number 3 here on GPB, as well as the You Save It Pharmacy Georgia Player Spotlight, a look around the state, a check-in with John, and much more. But for now, guys, let's get this thing kicked off finally. Matt, Wayne, how are you?
Yeah, we're doing great, Hannah. Thanks for hanging in down there and getting us through this weather delay. You see Juju Lewis right now, and we talked about him about 50 minutes ago. Look at the career stats, 7,600 yards passing, 103 touchdowns. And Wayne, he most assuredly would have set the all-time passing record and touchdown passing record in this state had in January he not reclassified, skipping his junior year, going from sophomore to senior. Like I said before, we've never seen anything like a Juju Lewis in the state of Georgia.
A true superstar, the 5-star, so talented at position, can make all the throws, has put on a little weight, and the thing you love about him is his poise. He never seems to be rattled in making these moves to improve his life, go out to USC, at least for now. What a great job he's done here with Coach King, moving up to the senior class.
So Carrollton won the toss. They have deferred. That means we're going to see Rome on offense to start this game, and thanks to Cody Chaffins. And if you want to follow that Warner Robbins and Northside game, and they're in the second quarter, the Demons leading the Eagles by a score of 7-3. It is available at gpb.org, and it's also available on the app, so you can keep up with that game right there. As you take a look at Joey King in his 4th season as the Carrollton head coach, 39-5, 2 straight region titles. Of course, he's used to, coaching big-time quarterbacks. Coached Trevor Lawrence in high school at Cartersville. And John Reed, I spoke to him again down on the field right before the game. His biggest concern tonight is tackling. They haven't had a whole lot of tackling, and Carrollton's not necessarily a team you want to practice your tackling as we step aside for the national anthem. So we are ready for football here at Grisham Stadium in Carrollton, and the 11th all-time meeting between these two teams dating back to 1992 when Rome High School opened, a consolidation of East and West Rome High Schools. And the Trojans lead the all-time series 6-4. This 9th straight year these two teams have played. But going back to the point I was making right before the anthem, Wayne, and that is the tackling. They have, they've had 3 weeks of just hitting on each other, and tackling is the one thing that you don't get to work on in practice as much as you used to.
When you think about tackling, when you think about timing, as much as you can, you try to simulate it in practice, but it's nothing like the real thing. And they're facing a team that's already in a groove. Usually by week 3, you kind of got your identity. I think Rome is hitting the field today trying to find that quickly against a talented Trojan team.
You saw Moss Tant, number 10 for Rome. He's their new quarterback this year, replacing their own star quarterback, Reese Fountain, who's now playing at East Tennessee State for head coach Trey Lamb. Your opening kickoff is brought to you by Heads Up Georgia. Heads Up Georgia, park your phone while driving. It saves lives. So ready to go, Carrollton in their black and gold. Julian Vargas has it teed up and ready to go. And Tenarius Toot Stallings is standing at the 2-yard line for Rome in their white jerseys and red pants. And the kick by Vargas will be non-returnable in the end zone. So we're going to see the Rome Wolves on offense from the 20-yard line. As we take a look at the impact players when Rome has the ball, Carrollton on defense. For the Wolves, it's Tenarius Stallings and Jamil Williams, the right tackle. For Carrollton, Jacob Ricks and Caden Spratling.
Stallings is a guy that they have to get going early in the game. Jamal Williams, a star in the making right there at the right tackle. And for Carrollton defensively, Jacob Ricks holding down the middle, a little undersized, but can hold his own. And Spratling right now for this Trojan defense, the best all-around player through the first 2 games.
So we see Moss Tant, the quarterback. He's close to 6'4", so he's a big kid. And you're seeing him for the first time at quarterback in a regular season game, and so is head coach John Reed. Tant gonna run it, and he's gonna be stopped right there at the line of scrimmage. Maybe got half a yard on the play as the Trojans defense rallies to the ball. And the defense actually came away with the ball. C.J. Gamble, the linebacker, ended up with the ball in his hands, but it's going to be Rome's ball after a 1-yard gain.
Tant just not liking that swing pass out to McDermott on the outside. Did the best thing of just trying to get upfield, get some yards. But the one thing about this defensive front that Joey King and defensive coordinator Montgomery put out there, they're fast and they can get to the ball.
2nd down and 9 from the 21. And that's Javarius McDermott, their leading rusher from a year ago, a 3rd-year running back. That's one of the strengths of this Rome team. They've got 2 third-year running backs for their running game here. Tant going to go to the air. The ball was deflected and it's intercepted. And down to the 17-yard line on the pickoff by Zelus Hicks. And he's still on his feet and finally dropped to the 13.
Great job of linebacker C.J. Gamble getting up, knocking and deflecting that pass right into Zelus Hicks, the 4-star. We know what kind of player he is coming over from Parkview. Right here, just getting up in the air, getting that left hand on the ball. Hicks with that big, long frame. Once again, reading the quarterback eyes right there is Gamble. The deflection going right into Hicks' hands. Big time play to start this game for Carrollton.
And here's Carrollton on offense, led by Juju Lewis, the 5-star committed to Southern Cal, rated the number 2 overall prospect in the country. And the first play is a handoff and a TFL. Kimauri Farmer gets dropped for a loss on that play by Marquez Elston. So we take a look at the impact.
I had actually researched One Main and read the reviews. It was all positive. I'm more optimistic about my future now than I was before One Main.
Yard line, gets some of it back, and it's going to bring up 3rd down and long. You know, and John Reed said that's one of the things. And you think about you're playing Carrollton, you think you get beat by Juju Smith, but last year in Rome, when the Trojans beat the Wolves 33-13, it was Carrollton's running game that was the biggest problem for them.
Farmer and Satterwhite, when he gets in the game, take advantage of this spread offense, making plays out in space.
Ball goes to Farmer, and Farmer's going to be driven out of bounds at the 10-yard line, so now it's going to be 4th down. And let's see if they try a field goal right here.
Little swing pass out to the outside to Farmer, just no room to work on the short side of the field. Looks like we're going to at least get the look of a field goal attempt here for the Trojans.
Carlos Hernandez is 1 for 1 on the season, kicked a 26-yarder in their season opening win against Woodward. Julian Vargas is the holder. And the kick is on its way, and the kick is good. So Carrollton turns that interception into 3 points. Opening 3 minutes, Carrollton on top by a field goal.
Football Fridays in Georgia is presented by the Governor's Office of Highway Safety, reminding you to park your phone while driving saves lives. Heads up, Georgia.
Set. You wouldn't take a call during the big game.
Oh, hey, what's up, man?
You wouldn't be texting while cheering on your team.
Jacket!
And you definitely wouldn't want to watch a video while marching with the band. So why would you drive a car while distracted? Driving isn't a game. When you lose on the road, it could lead to a crash. So when you get behind the wheel, put the distractions aside. Drive hands-free and save lives. Heads up, Georgia.
Breda Pest Management works to protect your home from termites with a liquid barrier. Breda, they handle bugs and critters.
Breda, Breda, no need to be afraid of bugs.
Welcome back to Grisham Stadium. 9:15 to go, first quarter. It's time to catch up with our friends here from Carrollton. Cheerleading coach Kelsey Shannon here to accept the donation from our friends from Cigna Healthcare. Thanks for being a great friend to us at GPB and a great friend of Football Fridays all season long.
Thank you. We want to say thank you to Cigna Healthcare and GPB Sports. It's a great night for football.
What she said, Matt. Welcome to Carrollton. After a bit of a delay, let's send it back upstairs.
Absolutely. How about that? The opening drive, Rome turns it over on their first pass attempt, and then Carrollton's able to get only 3 yards, has to settle for a field goal.
Great job by the Wolves defensively there, going against that kind of offense in the short field, doing the best you can and forcing a field goal. And that, when you can stop Julian Lewis in this offense to field goals, it gives your team a chance.
Yeah, they really didn't test Julian Lewis right there. It was all Kimauri Farmer, a couple of runs, and then a swing pass. So Vargas set to kick it off again. His first kick just a few moments ago was non-returnable into the end zone. And Stallings is deep for Rome again. A line drive kick. That's a boomer. Again, it goes into the end zone. So back-to-back touchbacks by Julian Vargas to start this game. Once again, Rome begins at the 20-yard line. And there is Moss Tant last year in limited playing time, 20 of 23 passing for 230 yards and 1 touchdown. Backed up Reese Fountain, who finished his career with over 9,000 passing yards, 17th all-time on the Georgia list, and had 93 touchdown passes. So replacing their star quarterback from a year ago is a big issue for Rome this season.
6'3", very capable. Coach Reed not really sure what he has. This is the first game for Tant on the field for him. He's making the read defensively. They got to get the run going if you're Rome.
McDermott gets the handoff, cuts outside. He's got more than 10 and still on his feet, more than 20. Big, strong run by Javarius McDermott.
Give yourself a chance to have the advantage here. Nice pull there by the right guard. Look at the balance here on McDermott right there, absorbing the hit and then finishing the run right there against Dorian Barney, the 4-star Alabama commit. Nice run, physical run there by McDermott.
Yeah, unfortunately for Rome, there's going to be a personal foul, unsportsmanlike penalty on the Wolves.
From the spot of the foul.
You saw there was a little bump there, a lot of jawing at the end of that play. And McDermott's going to go to the bench after that. But it wasn't him that did the bump. He was talking, and one of his teammates did the bump and bumped the other player for Carrollton, and that's a 15-yard penalty.
and just not a penalty as Rome offense can sustain. They have to play a clean football game offensively, establish the run with McDermott and Arthur, Chance Arthur in the backfield. But you can't kill yourself with penalties.
And that's Chance Arthur, the Princeton commit. He gets 3 yards on the play. Let's take a look at the starting lineup for Rome on offense. It's brought to you by Regions Bank. Get back in the game with Regions Bank. And Jamil Williams at right tackle's got offers from Army and Navy, drawing interest from Boston College and Georgia Southern. Byington at center's also a 3-year starter. Then you got Arthur at running back, Jackson, Collins, Winston, and Stallings in the wide receiver corps. Second down. And up to the 36 on the run by McDermott that time.
Good job right there by McDermott. Getting those shoulders square, thought about bouncing it to the outside, then went back upfield. And this is what this offense and this run game is going to try to create this game. They're going to try to get into 3rd and short, take the pressure off of Moss Tant, not have to throw the ball deep down the field.
It's 3rd and 4 right here from the 36. Tant to the air, through in traffic, and that's a first down catch. Great catch by Darnell Collins right in the middle there, and that's a first down.
6'3", Power 5 talent. You can see him climbing the ladder on this play here. Is Collins going up in the middle of the field, grabbing that between 2 defenders.
Arthur gets the handoff this time, hitting the backfield, then stopped at the line of scrimmage. That was Landon Wolfcone up there and getting in on the tackle. As we take a look at Carrollton on defense, brought to you by Regions Bank. Kelley, Elder, and Ricks up front. In the linebacking core, Spratling's been their leading tackler. Gamble and Wolf. Gamble's a college prospect. McClure, Hagan, Cromartie, and Barney. Barney is one of the top-rated corners in the entire country in 2026. Tant going deep and overthrows his man. Was looking for Winston right there in the middle of the field, and it's going to be 3rd down.
One thing that a lot of quarterbacks are going to find out as this season goes along, it's hard to throw against this secondary in the back end there. Good protection by the offensive line, just know where to go with the ball for Tant.
Yeah, this Carrollton secondary has 3 players that are major, big-time college prospects. We mentioned Barney, Arnoux, who's committed to Southern Cal, and Hicks, who's the top-rated safety in the class of 2026. Already has an interception in this game. Tant looking to the other side and intercepted again. Second pickoff, and that's Barney this time. Barney takes it all the way back to the 35-yard line. What did we just say about the secondary?
The secondary is just so talented. Barney, 6'1", one of those tall corners here. Good protection, stepping into the throw right there. Darnell Collins, the outside receiver, just stopping on the route. Right there in front of Dorian. Barney, you can see, just stopped on the route, was number 4 there. So talented. And as you said last week, Matt, where are they getting all these 6'1", 6'2" corners? Yeah. Those guys used to really be receivers or safeties, and now they seem to be everywhere around the state of Georgia.
Tant has thrown 2 interceptions here in the first 5 minutes of the game. And Kimauri Farmer rumbles for a first down to the 22-yard line. 12-yard pickup for Kimauri Farmer, who rushed for over 1,400 yards a year ago.
A true workhorse. Typically, when you say workhorse, you're talking about a guy that's 220, 225. This young man at 180, 185 just runs behind his pads, have great vision, and has the power to run over you.
Lewis throwing on the run is complete to Farmer at the 21, and he's going to be tackled in the open field. Jaedon Harmon, the highest rated prospect on the Rome side of the football, making that tackle right there. Flag down on the field.
I have a holding here.
Holding on the offense. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot, still first down.
That's going to back him up to the 32.
Showing a lot of patience right here. Carrollton offensively, kind of just taking what the defense is giving, not trying to force the big play down the field with a guy like Juju Lewis. This Rome defense has to keep playing with the identity of getting to the ball, making plays, try to get some turnovers.
Lewis wants to throw it, and he does on the out pattern, and it's complete to Kofer at the 25-yard line. Kion Kofer with his 5th catch of the season.
Good protection. Nice quick route there, getting the ball out. Beautiful tackle there by Jude Stallings. Number 8, 5'9", 160.
Yeah, he's going 3 ways tonight. He's in the kick return game, he's on offense, and he's on defense. He's not coming off the field. Juju Lewis, all kinds of time. Pocket breaks down, dumps it off in the middle of the field. Farmer scores the touchdown for Carrollton. 25-yard touchdown toss. Lewis to Farmer. Carrollton has a 9-0 lead.
Beautiful job here of the patience of Juju Lewis here, just kind of fading outside of the pocket, keeping his head downfield, going to his 3rd read. Good job there of Kimauri Farmer as well, reading the quarterback eye, seeing that open field out in front of him, making it easy for his quarterback to deliver the ball.
Hernandez on for the PAT. And it's a 10-0 lead for Carrollton. Juju Lewis with his 104th all-time touchdown pass. Carrollton has a double-digit lead here.
Football Fridays in Georgia on GPB is brought to you in part by Regions Bank. Get back in the game with Regions Bank.
At Regions Bank, we're here to listen to your needs, and we'll customize a plan to help you reach your financial goals. Our service to Georgia goes beyond banking to creating more inclusive prosperity in our communities. From education to financial wellness to economic development, we're working to level the playing field so more people can succeed and our communities can thrive.
Half of the nation's opioid overdoses happen right at home because people don't understand the dangers of taking an oxy or perk with a glass of alcohol for stress or to sleep. Learn how to protect your family from opioid overdose at opioidresponse.info.
In lively towns and peaceful rural areas, Georgia's electric membership cooperatives are on a mission to provide a different kind of electricity. Our not-for-profit, member-owned EMCs are focused on making life better for members. At private residences, farms, and thriving businesses, we work for you, generating safe, reliable, affordable electricity, giving back to local programs, serving our members to make life brighter. Georgia's EMCs, so much more than electricity.
Come over here.
Opening 6 minutes, and Carrollton has cashed in on 2 Moss-Tant interceptions to take a 10-0 lead. Kimauri Farmer with the touchdown catch from Julian Lewis. As you take a look at the Governor's Red Ribbon campaign scoring drive, 3 plays, 34 yards after the interception by Dorian Barney. And Juju Lewis, Wayne, was 2 for 32 passing on that drive. Coach Joey King told us he's done a really good job of just taking what the defense gives him.
Poise and has been working on his pocket presence. And a guy like that, if you're Rome, you can't let him drift outside the pocket and work downfield, buying time. Good protection, but better job of him reading the defense, working to his 3rd option, and delivering the ball there to Farmer for the touchdown.
So Julian Vargas is kicking off for the 3rd time already in this game. Another booming kick. 3rd consecutive touchback by Julian Vargas. So once again, Rome starts at the 20-yard line. So Moss-Tant just looks like he's got a case of the nerves right now, making some bad decisions, throwing into traffic. The last time the receiver broke off the route, and it's turned into two quick scores for Carrollton in a 10-0 lead.
And this offense has to flush that out of their system right now. Understand they're playing a team that's already in a groove. They've already got 2 games under their belt. They know what they can do defensively. Rome has to run the ball, continue to get the ball to McDermott and Arthur to stay in 3rd and short, and let Tant at that point make plays down the field.
So 1st and 10 from the 20. Rome has had some success running the ball. It's passing the ball that's gotten them into trouble so far. McDermott is in the ball game at running back again. He gets the handoff from Tant, and McDermott going to get dropped at the 24-yard line. Looked like that was Jacob Ricks making the tackle for the Trojans.
Once again for Tant, just making right there. Nice job, McDermott, with the quick feet to get out of trouble. And right now, Tant is just reading the box. He gets 5 men in the box. He's going to trust his O-line and his running back to make those kind of yards.
In retrospect, that was Spratling that made the tackle. Swing pass out here to McDermott, and he's going to have the first down. Gets taken to the ground over here on the track, and they don't drop a flag. They might have been able to there had they chosen to do so. It's going to be a first down for Rome.
Little swing route we saw earlier in the game. Tant missed on this route here to McDermott. This time swinging it to him fast, letting him work upfield. Big physical, strong run there at the end. Luckily right there for Cromartie that he got away with that tackle out of bounds.
First and 10. That was a 10-yard pickup, so first and 10 from the 34. Handoff goes to Arthur, and Arthur drives the pile up to the 40-yard line. 6-yard pickup for Arthur on that play. I like what I've seen from Rome being able to run the ball right here. Plus, they've got some 3-year starters on that offensive line as well.
Some big bodies up there. Hasselrig, Warsham, Williams, the young right tackle. I mean, the senior right tackle over there as well. These two backs, Arthur, McDermott, they've been doing this for 3 years, just rotating in and out. Some teams call their backs thunder and lightning. I like to call these guys thunder and thunder. They're both a 200-plus pound, run behind their pads, stick in the legs, and you can see them make yards even after contact.
Handoff goes to Arthur again. Arthur this time runs into Ricks, who gets him down on the ground right there. The 41 is where they're going to spot it. Brings up 3rd down and 3, but I think this is where Rome can live tonight.
What a job right here with Ricks getting off the block right there. Plays with such great technique and leverage for his size. He's been manning in that middle for 3 years for this defense.
Up top, wide open. That's going to be a touchdown for Rome. Winston, busted coverage. Rome on the board with the touchdown score, 59 yards.
Great job here by Moss Tant delivering this ball down to J.J. Winston on the double pump. Defense sucked up on the play right there, expecting the quick screen on the outside, just lost where Winston was on this play here. Beautiful ball right there to the tall 6'3" junior receiver.
So Vasquez Fonseca on for the PAT. Chapin Cruz is the holder, and McClintock is the snapper. The kick is up and good, and it's 10-7. So how about that? Rome undaunted after giving up 2 quick scores and falling behind 10-0, strikes back with the 59-yard touchdown pass from Tant to Winston.
All started with the run game with Arthur and McDermott in the middle, putting a lot of pressure on the linebackers and the safeties to buy up right there, going with the little quick screen fake to the outside, losing and getting lost down the field is Winston for the touchdown and a big score there after and answering the Trojans.
Your Governor's Red Ribbon campaign scoring drive. 5 plays, 80 yards, 59 yards by number 11 right there, J.J. Winston. Let's check in with Nelly down on the field.
It is a multi-screen experience, and you found that out thanks to Mother Nature tonight. Give you your update here at gpb.org/sports and on the GPB Sports app. We're at the break. Heading toward the 3rd quarter, you've got bands and presentations. Northside right now is trailing Warner Robbins by the score of 14-10. That one's going to be back and forth all night long. We'll keep an eye on it. Cody Chafin's on the bark at the MAC in Middle Georgia, Matt.
Or as I like to say, Cody on the call.
Yes.
4:16 to play here in the opening quarter, and Carrollton with a 10-7 lead on Rome. We see Joey King none too happy after that busted coverage by his defense.
Defense, especially on the back end, has been playing great for Coach King right there, just getting deceived, being aggressive on the pump fake and giving up a touchdown.
High kicks coming down at the 10-yard line. And a hurdle right there. I think that's a penalty. That's McNeil. They did not throw a flag on that. You're not supposed to be able to hurdle a player in high school football. I've seen them throw flags on that before. Depends on whether the player was down on the ground. That was McNeil on the return. Let's see. If the player is on the ground in front of him, it is. It was his own player, and the player's on the ground, so that makes it legal. 30-yard return by McNeil right there, up to the 40-yard line. So that's where Carrollton goes on offense, leading by a field goal.
See how much patience this offense of Carrollton continues to show. Trips left, spreading out. But as we talked about, these backs that Carrollton loves to still run the ball regardless of personnel.
Handoff goes to Satterwhite. First carry for Satterwhite tonight as he gets up to the 47-yard line. That was Ray Sykes, the big safety who's committed to Boston College, who came up and made that tackle.
Warning against Rome.
Nice job right there, finding the hole. Satterwhite, the young sophomore, explosive. The quick cut getting upfield there.
Yeah, that was Jaden Harmon who actually came in and made first contact. You take a look at Satterwhite. 345 yards rushing in his career. Just a sophomore, though. Wow, what a hit by Harmon. But he didn't have the ball. Instead, it was Zion Cooley with the ball. Harmon shot in there and blasted Satterwhite. Cooley had the ball and gets close to the first down.
Harmon coming from the slot here. Luckily for Lewis, he had the fake going out to Cooley. But what a big time hit by Harmon. Just the wrong man. Didn't have the ball. Nice job of continuing with the tight end screen there. It's Lewis to Cooley.
3rd down and 2. Ball sitting on the 48. Handoff goes to Satterwhite. Flag out, hitting the backfield. A TFL for this Rome defense. And again, it's Harmon. Jaedon Harmon having a big first quarter for Rome.
Good job there by Dash Killebrew getting upfield. The defensive end forcing that play into the inside of the defense.
We have a legal formation on the offense. That going to decline, 4th down.
Joshua Sellers, our referee tonight. And so now it's going to be 4th down, and let's see if Carrollton's going to punt here facing 4th and 5. Looks like they will.
What a luxury for Coach King to be in that situation, even be considering 4th and 5 when you have a quarterback with Juju Lewis. It makes you think sometimes that you can make the impossible happen. But good decision right here, punting this ball, keeping the pressure on Rome to try to show they can do something offensively.
Stallings standing back at the 14-yard line. Vargas gonna punt from the 35. High kick. Stallings makes a fair catch, retreating at the 8-yard line. 42-yard punt by Vargas, a good one. And that pins Rome deep in their own territory with 2:40 to play in the quarter.
A little indecision there by Stallings. Didn't really declare until very late that he was going to fair catch the ball. And now, once again, Rome continue with that game plan. Running the ball with Arthur and McDermott, spreading them out, making the count. Offensive line right now is doing a good job executing up front, and these backs are making 2 and 3 yards after contact.
44 yards rushing for Rome so far in this game on 8 carries. So McDermott has 32 yards.
School is back, and Dick's Sporting Goods has what you need to win your year. Check backpacks off your list for
big plays based off that run. That's their chance tonight.
Winning 1st down, staying out of 3rd and long to give Moss Tant options with the football throwing.
Tant gonna hand off to McDermott again. This time he gets dragged down from behind at the 10.5-yard line.
The D.A. Logan inside, 6'3" junior. You can see with the penetration, number 95 comes in right there. Getting into the legs there of McDermott, bringing him down behind for a tackle for a loss.
Yeah, Logan is a monster at 6'3", a junior who's been offered by Georgia Southern. $61 yards on their first 13 plays, 59 on their last 2. It's going to be 2nd down as we approach 2 minutes to play here in the opening quarter. They got both of the running backs in there right now, and John Reed said that's going to be a strong possibility for them this year. McDermott on the carry, right into the teeth of that defense, and a short gain.
2-back package. When you have that kind of talent, you got to find different ways to get those guys on the field as a combination. The willingness, as we talked about, have been basically sharing the backfield since they were sophomores, very willing to go in and block for each other, and something that will pay dividends as the season goes on for Rome.
Under 2 minutes to play here in the opening quarter. Now it's going to be 3rd down and 6. Let's see if they stay with the run game right here.
Reading the box here is Tant. Carrollton showing blitz, linebackers up into the line of scrimmage. Tant making change to the offensive protection.
Arthur goes in motion. Tant in trouble. Going to take a quarterback sack back at the 5-yard line. That's big number 95 D.A. Logan again with the quarterback sack.
Landon Wolf, number 8, coming with the pressure from the outside. And then big D.A. Logan right there, the big fella, one of the big bodies that they have on this defensive front.
D.A. bringing the law.
D.A. Got to get him a T-shirt that says that.
I want some of the residuals. I thought of it first. 4th down. Punt out of the end zone. A nice rainmaker coming down at the 48. Fair catch is called for and made right there. And that's where Carrollton will go on offense. A 42-yard beauty right there. And that's where Carrollton goes on the offensive here at the 48-yard line.
And that's what this Trojan defense has to give their team. We come to see Juju Lewis and these receivers and backs, but defense right there in that situation, getting a 3 and out, giving your team the ball on Rome's side of the football is just great. That's what you talk about when you talk about defense to offense. Great job there by the Trojans.
32 seconds to play in the quarter. Farmer goes in motion. Lewis being chased. Hasselrig gets him way back at the 37-yard line. Dathan Hasselrig with the quarterback sack.
Hasselrig starting left tackle, starting on this defensive side as well. Great job here, just nowhere to go with the ball. Big time move to get to the outside there of Sheffield. Hasselrig making that move, getting into the legs there and getting that sack of Juju Lewis.
11-yard loss on the play. What was the final play of the first quarter? 12 minutes in the books here in Carrollton. The #1 ranked Trojans leading the Rome Wolves 10-7 as we head to the second quarter.
Football Fridays in Georgia on GPB is brought to you in part by Cigna Healthcare. Cigna Healthcare is a proud partner of Georgia Public Broadcasting and Football Fridays. Cigna Healthcare's mission is to improve the health and vitality of those we serve. Visit Cigna.com to learn how you can support your physical and emotional well-being.
All right, what do you think, Jasper?
Honestly, I think that polyester shirt's affecting your game.
What?
I think cotton would have been a better choice.
Cotton?
Yeah, it's come a long way, you know. Nowadays, cotton breathes and makes moisture great. Plus, buying cotton means supporting Georgia farmers. I think that's wonderful.
Okay, sure, but what do you think about the putt?
Oh, guess really hadn't thought about it.
Over here.
Football Fridays in Georgia, presented by the Governor's Office of Highway Safety, reminding you, heads up, Georgia. Parking your phone while driving saves lives. We are back at Grisham Stadium as we head to the second quarter. And #1 ranked Carrollton on top of 5A, #6 ranked Rome, playing their season opener tonight. Looking pretty good there in that first quarter. That big touchdown pass by Tant seemed to loosen them up a little bit and get their confidence under them.
Playing with a lot of energy, as you would expect with their first game, and they know the challenge in front of them. They have to continue to do that to try to stop this offense.
Ball comes out here on the edge to Farmer, and Farmer up to the 46-yard line, and now it's going to be 3rd down and long.
Ray Sykes, we saw him down on the sideline, number 9, coming to your screen. I don't know how long, as I told you, Matt, he's going to be at safety. He has a big body, easily can gain 20 pounds and put him at linebacker. And with his speed and his height, Boston College is getting the gym in him.
Lewis has started the game 5 for 5, 42 yards, going to the air again, sidearms the ball out to the 45-yard line and hits a crack in the defense and down to the 40-yard line. Going to bring up 4th down and short on a nice catch and run right there by Peyton Zachary in his first season with Carrollton after transferring from Kell.
Screen to the outside. Great job of accelerating after the catch there is Zachary. Didn't waste any time getting upfield, and that's what really made that play. Didn't look around for the defenders, try to make anything big, just took what the defense with his speed gave him and got big yardage.
4th down and 2 from the 40, and Carrollton keeps the offense on the field. Handoff goes to Farmer. Nope. Keeper by Lewis, and he's going to pick up the 1st down. Look at that. Don't know that I've ever seen Juju Lewis take on a defender like that, but he picks up the 1st down.
That's that extra 10 pounds he put on over the last couple of years. Right here, great play fake right there. Nobody recognizes until he breaks the line of scrimmage that he has the ball. Great job there by Juju on the play fake. The offensive line, Farmer carrying it out to make it look so easy for him to get to the edge.
1st and 10, 6-yard pickup for Juju Lewis. Ball at the 34. Lewis to the air, long out pattern to the 18-yard line, and that's a completion. Ball going to Ryan Mosley, the top-rated wide receiver in this Carrollton arsenal. As you take a look at Rome on defense, Elston, Hasselrig, Williams, and Kennebrew up front. Harmon, Smith, and Worsham are the linebackers. And in the secondary, Stallings, Butts, Sykes, and Floyd. 1st and 10 for Carrollton. They have it at the 18-yard line. Lewis to the air, complete. Got some blockers out there and out of bounds at the 22-yard line.
Once again, getting the ball out quick there to Zachary out in space, creating those issues for the defense to have to cover the whole field. Good blocking by McNeil in front of him. And Zachary is just one of those players. He needs those kind of touches. So dynamic, so explosive. Can run the ball, run screens.
Saw his numbers, close to 100 catches, over 1,600 yards in his first 2 seasons at Kell. Ball is out, and it's recovered by Rome. Sykes falls on top of it inside the 15-yard line. Actually, was that, no, it was Stallings, 8, not 9, who ended up recovering that fumble.
Right there, just never taking the ball is Kimauri. Farmer. Ball getting to the outside. 2 Stallings falling on the ball. On that handoff right there, you can see never getting into that bread basket. Juju Lewis just never got the ball to Farmer.
That was number 90, Marquez Elston, with the strip as well. He's a good-looking football player. Did not play football last year, played basketball. They convinced him to come out. That, like John Reed said, when he figured out he wasn't going to be an NBA first-round draft pick, decided he wanted to play some football.
He started to realize he wasn't going to be 6'8". He might make it up to 6'4", but 6'2", coming off the edge. He gives him that versatility of moving inside and outside for the defense.
So looking for the quarterback. Looks like they're going to go direct snap here.
Not sure who the personnel, and now we have a delay of game here.
Delay of game on the offense. 5-yard penalty, still 1st down.
Yeah, they had number 1, Jaiden Harmon, lined up back there with McDermott, and one of them was going to take the snap, it looks like. Tant's not in the game. And now Harmon, even though he's one of the top-rated linebackers in the nation, he was one of the 3 sophomores in the running back room when we saw him in the state semifinals a couple of years ago. He takes the direct snap and going to run it. And look at Harmon. Out across the 25. Jaiden Harmon on a foot brace. Finally brought down at the 35. And there's that old running back in Jaiden Harmon with a big game.
4-year starter is Harmon. It's just 2 years he's been playing linebacker, and he's a great player, but this is what he started doing for Rome when he got there as a freshman. Big body out in space, making it into a foot race. Arnoux having to come from the back at the end.
Direct snap and a 51-yard run by Harmon. Rome has it at the 30. Handoff goes to McDermott, and he's going to get stopped after a 1-yard gain. Gets driven back by that Carrollton defense. That was Cromartie, the safety, who came in there and got the first lick in.
Too much penetration there by the offensive line, letting the defense, Elder, Griggs picks him back, letting those linebackers be able to come up in those gaps. There's nowhere to run there for McDermott.
2nd down and 9. Tant wants to go to the air, has a pocket, now going to run it up the middle and go down at the 32.
Nice job there by Tant. Wanted to go down the field of Winston, just not able to get behind the corner. Barney there out on the edge, deciding to take what he could get and pick up a couple of yards for his offense.
Really was kind of a mystery for John Reed coming into this game. As Tant comes off the field, they bring Harmon back in. It went for 51 the first time. Let's try it again, right?
Had to give him a chance to catch his breath. He still seems a little winded. But this young man, what a player he has been for this team. He's played everywhere, running back, safety, now dominating at the linebacker position.
Direct snap to Harmon again, trying to get outside. This time not as much success as he gets dropped at the 29-yard line. Zelus Hicks coming up from his safety spot to make the tackle.
Picking up those 2 or 3 yards, this gives Rome the option in this situation. You know how dangerous Trojans are with Lewis. You have to take those kind of gambles on 4th down.
It is 4th down right here. 4th down and 3. Tant back in there at quarterback. Complete out on the edge, and Winston close to the 1st down. Let's see where they spot it. Looks like they're spotting him short a little bit. He needed to get about 3, and I think he got about 2 3/4. Yeah, they're going to rule him short.
On the throw to Tant, had to go down to the turf and pick up that ball. And came up just a couple of inches short there is Winston.
So John Reed gambles on 4th and 3 and comes up just a little bit short as the Carrollton defense comes up big. Trojans back on offense when we get back.
Football Fridays in Georgia on GPB is brought to you in part by Georgia's EMCs. So much more than electricity.
Today's conservation-minded consumer cares about where their energy comes from. Your local EMC cares too. Georgia's electric membership cooperatives offer renewable options for our members. In fact, our solar portfolio will produce enough clean energy to power more than 180,000 households, striving to move the needle toward progress and position communities for the future. Georgia's EMCs, so much more than electricity.
Half of the nation's opioid overdoses happen right at home because people don't understand the dangers of taking an oxy or perk with a glass of alcohol for stress or to sleep. Learn how to protect your family from opioid overdose at opioidresponse.info.
So, you wouldn't take a call during the big game.
Oh, hey, what's up, man?
You wouldn't be texting while cheering on your team.
Jackets!
And you definitely wouldn't want to watch a video while marching with the band. So why would you drive a car while distracted? Driving isn't a game. When you lose on the road, it could lead to a crash. So when you get behind the wheel, put the distractions aside. Drive hands-free and save lives. Heads up, Georgia.
Back at Carrollton, Trojans get the ball back after holding on defense and leading 10-7. Let's take a look at the Trojans team resume. It's brought to you by DBHDD. Win by learning about safe usage of prescription opioids. 7 state championships, but only one in the last 49 years. That was in 1998. 14-time state finalists, most wins this century without a title, 241. 525 wins since 1970. That's 4th most in Georgia high school football for a program that started in 1909. And Joey King in his 4th season as the head coach with the 5-star quarterback right here. Julian Juju Lewis has been perfect so far through 17 minutes of play. Rolling to his left, throwing downfield, got a man out there. McNeil caught at the 23. McNeil dragged down from behind at the 7.
A.J. McNeil showing you the speed out on the edge. Little rollout here to get away from the traffic. Stalling just losing McNeil, letting him drift behind him. Miscommunication between Stallings and Sykes. Both came up, let McNeil get behind for the big throw and big catch there for the Trojans.
66-yard strike from Lewis. Showed out that big arm of his. Lewis going to the air again. Fade route. Touchdown Carrollton. Just like that. 2 plays. They get it to Cayenne Kofer for the score. And it's 16-7.
Cayenne Kofer, the senior, working out of the slot, running that corner route. Great timing there between Kofer and Lewis. This is all about timing when you talk about those corner routes, just working from that slot position on butts. Great job, great catch, big time answer on that drive.
2nd touchdown pass of the night for Lewis, who's a perfect 10 for 10 for 148 and a couple of touchdowns. The 8-yard touchdown pass to Kofer was set up by a 66-yard pass to McNeil. And a 10-point lead after the PAT with 6:39 to play here in the first half. Juju Lewis moving up the all-time passing list, touchdown list. He's now tied for 13th with Brock Vandergrift of Prince Avenue Christian, who will be making his starting quarterback debut with the Kentucky Wildcats tomorrow.
What a big-time list to be on there. Juju Lewis, as we talked about, reclassified, was definitely on that pace to break and find himself at #1 at some point. But what a great half of football already. He has shown 10 for 10, 148, 2 touchdowns, moving outside the pocket, throwing the ball down the field.
Yeah, you can do the math. He's at 105 now. The all-time record is 177. Gunnar Stockton, who's now at Georgia. If he had 2 more seasons to go, you can see he would blow right by that. But now that he's reclassified, highly unlikely he's going to throw 70 touchdown passes as good as he is this season. I don't know. I wouldn't put it a definite no, just a strong unlikely. Another great kick there by Vargas, his 4th touchback of the night. And Wayne, you kind of sense right here the urgency for Rome. I mean, because they can't get into a boat race with Carrollton. They can't match them score for score. They got to get that running game, kind of shorten the game a little bit, control the clock, score every time they get the ball.
And this is one of those drives that's pivotal to them having success. You have to put a couple of first downs, let your defense rest, and also get up to midfield where you can have the option of getting into 4-down territory. But right now, at the pace that Juju and this offense is running, you definitely want to start kind of taking the air out of the ball. You've shown that you have the ability to run the ball. You got to continue to do that.
McDermott gets dropped for a loss. Another TFL by that front for Carrollton. They got a lot of TFLs in the first 3 games of the season.
And it's the movement of this defensive front. You look at them physically, they're not that imposing, but their speed and quickness right there. Jacob Ricks coming from that middle nose tackle position, only listed at 205 as a nose tackle, but they're always moving, getting to the gaps.
Second down. Tant throws complete to Stallings and out of bounds at the 25. Going to make it 3rd down and about 5.
Stallings, the triple threat, return man, defense, offense, making plays. He has to have a big game offensively in those kind of situations for his team. And have to start trying to get the ball down the field to him as well.
So 3rd down and 6, ball sitting at the 25. Tant throws again to Stallings. That's a 1st down. Back-to-back catches by Tenarius Toot Stallings gives Rome a 1st down.
Nice route tree there between Jackson and Stallings. Tant, just a stop route there by Stallings. Got to the stick, turned around, put it on the numbers with the quarterback, Moss Tant.
Top returning receiver for the Wolves, 40 catches, 4 touchdowns a year ago. DK Daniel, their top receiver last year, is now at West Georgia, as is Bryce Hicks, the former star running back for Carrollton. Tant going deep and overthrows his man, looking for Collins out there. Going to be 2nd down and 10.
Nice coverage there by Jay Hagan, running step for step with Collins, not buying on the pump fake there by Tant. Staying on his man, covering the big receiver, 6'3" Collins versus the 5'10", 5'11" Hagan.
You saw John Reed right over there. He said the strength for Carrollton is they've got 2 games under their belt. The strength for us is they don't know anything about us.
And that's real key for a team. They're kind of playing blind, learning Rome as they go. It's like this package here. Jaedon Harmon running, taking the direct snap.
3rd carry for Harmon in this game, up to the 35-yard line. Harmon rated the number 13 linebacker in the country, just flipped from Alabama to Tennessee 12 days ago. Consensus 4-star.
I would cry for Bama, but it's just not in me. But what a great player Harmon is in Tennessee. Anyone be lucky to get him.
And the key to this whole thing is when we saw them in the semifinals.
Encroachment on the defense.
Life's better when your stuff is protected under our roof.
Cute.
Yo, can I kick it? Yes, you can. Can I kick it? Yes, you can.
Can I kick it?
¿Qué?
Can I play?
Can I kick it? Can I kick it?
Can I try?
응, 당연하지. Can I kick it? Yes, you can. Can I kick it? Yes, you can.
Tant gonna run it, and Tant's got the 1st down. Up to the 50-yard line. That's the thing that Reese Fountain gave them last year. A strong running game at quarterback. Had 10 rushing touchdowns a year ago. Looks like Tant can do that for him here in 2024.
And this is something that Coach King didn't know. He doesn't know who Moss Tant is. He doesn't know which defense to call in that situation, how much mobility he has. And right there, showing you.
Before the snap, false start on the offense. 5-yard penalty, still 1st down.
Showing you that he is a good athlete and mobile enough to pick up those 3rd and shorts.
In fact, that's exactly what he said to us when we spent our hour with him this week preparing for this game. He said, look, we don't know. Is their quarterback like their quarterback last year, and can he run the ball? Well, now they know he can.
He can run the ball. We've seen him deliver some nice passes. Once again, Jaedon Harmon coming in with the Harmon package.
I like it.
With Harmon, Arthur, and McDermott out there, all those 3 of those sophomores now seniors in the backfield.
That's a strong running package right there. Play clock got to 0.
Delay a game on the offense. 5-yard penalty, still 1st down.
And that's one of the risks you run when you shuttle the quarterbacks in like that, and bring in a guy like Harmon is sometimes in the midst of that personnel change, you lose sight of the play clock.
One thing we've seen a couple of times already, when they send this package, It's a little miscommunication. Everybody doesn't know their part and where to go.
Harmon going to run it right up the middle, and Harmon caught by Cooley at the 48-yard line.
Once again, direct snap to Harmon. A little fake, getting to that backside rush lane. Strong after contact there is that young man.
Harmon has 4 carries, 75 yards here in the first half.
He's giving some of those college coaches some other ideas about what he could do.
Going to throw the ball to Arthur out here. Nice open field tackle by Hagan, the safety, to stop him. Now it's going to be 4th down.
If you're going to run this package, you have to, once or twice a game, make that throw, regardless of the success of it. You have to make the defense fear that you might throw that little swing pass. Nice job of delivering the ball to the running back there was Harmon.
So I said 4th down. It's actually 3rd down and 6 because we had a penalty mixed in there. So 3rd down and 6 from the 46-yard line. Tant back in there, quarterback. Looking far side, now looking in the middle, going for the home run, and incomplete. And a flag comes out late. Winston got tangled up with the defender. Looks like we might have a DPI here on Carrollton.
Pass interference on the defense. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. 1st down.
Once again, Winston working from that slot position, giving his receiver a little chance. Good protection. Just right there, you could see getting hooked at the end. Just a little contact there by A.J. Cromartie, the big receiver, Winston.
So 1st and 10 for Rome at the 31-yard line, under 3 minutes to play here in the first half. Rome hanging in there in their season opener. They didn't know what to expect after their opener against Creekside got canceled following that traumatic bus accident they were in. Handoff right up the middle, and McDermott carrying bodies down to the 27.
Nice job of Arthur, McDermott, and Harmon of falling forward. See, these big guys, as we talked about, each and every one of them over 200 pounds. And they can take those blows in the thigh area, thicken the legs, and just falling forward for 2 or 3 yards.
They have 135 yards rushing to Carrollton's 14 here in the first half. Backwards pass to Winston. He wants to throw it downfield. Ball is caught in the end zone. Touchdown. Arthur, the running back, flag out on the field, but likely a DPI right there, and it'll be waved off.
Great play design here by offensive coordinator Stephen Humphreys. We saw them try to get a 4th and short with this play here to J.J. Winston earlier. This time going with the fake. Slow releasing there is Arthur down the field.
Pass interference on the defense. Touchdown is good. Penalty will be enforced on the kickoff.
Taking the PI of Cromartie there was Arthur, and the focus that he had in catching that ball as a back shows the kind of running back he is headed to Princeton.
Vasquez Fonseca on for the PAT, up and good. It's 17-14. 80-yard drive, their second 80-yard drive of the first half. Winston with the halfback pass.
DBHDD and the Governor's Red Ribbon Campaign is all about Georgians standing together for substance misuse prevention. Life is a movie. Film drug-free. Learn more about healthy alternatives and live a drug-free lifestyle at garedribbon.org.
So, you wouldn't take a call during the big game.
Oh, hey, what's up, man?
You wouldn't be texting while cheering on your team.
Jacket!
And you definitely wouldn't want to watch a video while marching with the band. So why would you drive a car while distracted? Driving isn't a game. When you lose on the road, it could lead to a crash. So when you get behind the wheel, put the distractions aside. Drive hands-free and save lives. Heads up, Georgia.
Yeah.
Welcome back to Grisham Stadium. We're in the second quarter of Rome versus Carrollton. Trojans on top 17-14. Coming up in just a few minutes on the Region's halftime show, we will have this week's nominees for Make That Kid an Offer. We'll take a look around the state on Georgia's EMC scoreboard. We'll have the You Save It Pharmacy Georgia Player Spotlight, which is a good one this week. We'll hear from the Carrollton Superintendent. Check in with John. That and a lot more. It'll be a lot of fun. But for now, Matt Wayne, back up to you guys.
Thank you, Hannah. We've had 11 total drives, Wayne, and 5 scores. Great first half after a 50-minute rain delay and a 17-14 lead for Carrollton as they get ready to go back on offense. And Jaedon Harmon, how about him? And Chance Arthur, third touchdown reception last 2 years for Chance Arthur, who's committed to Princeton. His dad is the defensive coordinator.
Made him proud right there with that focus and concentration of catching that touchdown pass.
The kickoff coming from the 45-yard line because of the 15-yard DPI that was applied to the kickoff goes into the end zone. So Carrollton will start from the 20-yard line with 2:13 to play here in the first half.
What a great answer there by Rome to Carrollton's big touchdown on that last drive by Juju Lewis to Kofor. Now can the defense hold them right here and try to get this game into halftime at 17-14?
Julian Juju Lewis, a perfect 10 for 10 for 147 and 2 touchdowns to start this game. Trojans playing without their star offensive tackle Zachary Helton here tonight. He's out with a tweaked knee. Ball goes on the outside and a big catch and run up to the 35-yard line. First down. Ball goes to Peyton Zachary again. Zachary, 16 offers, including Georgia and Louisville, rated as high as an on-3 recruiting 3-star wide receiver.
Great blocking there by McNeil and Kofor outside for their buddy Zachary, having to hold and sustain those blocks a long time without holding.
First down and 10. Lewis, heavy rush, dancing in the pocket, and he's going to be sacked by Elston at the 34-yard line. Actually will not go down as a sack as he picks up a half yard on the play, but tackled by Elston nonetheless.
Quick route, quick setup by Lewis, nowhere to go with the ball. We talked about Elston, only a junior, moving inside, outside, working that defensive front. 6'2", 210, great athlete.
Power forward for the Wolves basketball team. Second down and 9. Lewis, pocket, throws right in the middle. That's complete at the 50-yard line. And a big run at the end of the play. All the way down to the 35 goes Ryan Mosley, the 4-star wide receiver. 22 offers, including Georgia.
Great fine work in the middle of the field. There is Mosley. Good protection there by the offensive line and a better delivery by the star quarterback, Lewis.
So first and 10, ball is at the 28-yard line.
Timeout, Rome.
And a timeout called by Rome with 1:12 to play here in the first half.
It all starts with the protection right here, just able to survey the field, step into that throw. Just lost in the middle of the field is the 4-star Ryan Mosley. You'd imagine a lot of white jerseys would be following him, but so talented across the board with Kofor and Zachary, just finding that soft space, coming up with the big play right there, Lewis to Mosley.
Time to take a look at the Rome Wolves resume. It's brought to you by DBHDD. Win by learning about safe usage of prescription opioids. 2016 and 17 state champs with head coach John Reed at the helm. 2017 champions, first ever perfect season, 15-0. They won 13 region championships and 23 playoff appearances in their 32 seasons. Program started in 1992. Consolidation of West Rome, which won 4 state championships, and East Rome that won 2 state championships. And a lot of people wondered when East and West combined, how many state championships would they win? Well, they did not become a consistent state championship contender until that man took over as the head coach 10 years ago. So first and 10, ball is at the 28.
Still some discussion. The referees on the sideline looking at the yard marker. Look like they're having to do a little repair to the chain gang over there.
Kink in the chain.
One of the themes of our broadcast, I think.
Looks like it broke loose. How about Lewis? Almost 200 yards passing here in the first half. He's at 198. Hands off to Farmer. And Farmer down to the 24-yard line. Caleb Creamer making the tackle for the Wolves. Clock goes under a minute to play here in the half.
Plenty of time for this offense. This kind of quarterback, all plays on the board for Coach King.
Pass thrown complete out here on the edge, and that's going to be out of bounds at the 7. Ball goes to Zachary, and he just scoots down that sideline. First and goal to go for Carrollton, 17-yard pickup.
Once again, Zachary taking advantage of great blocking on the outside by Kofor and Cooley. Look at those blocks by the receivers there. We've seen him make 2 or 3 plays tonight just based on the function of his teammates willing to block for him. What a lane there for the big yards.
So first and goal to go. Lewis to the air. 3rd touchdown pass, or they're going to rule him incomplete. Mosley couldn't get a foot down.
Just throw and catch here. Lewis to Mosley. Good job of just not giving him anywhere to land here. Is the cornerback of Rome. Just nowhere to be able to land with that ball right there. Adrian Floyd making a nice play at the corner spot right here. 21, pushing him out of bounds. Good job by that young man.
37 seconds to play in the half.
Before the snap, false start on the offense. 5-yard penalty, still 2nd down.
That, by the way, which was a beautiful pass by Juju Lewis, goes down as his first incompletion of the night. He put it right on the money.
Great job. Just ran out of real estate there was his receiver. Going with the hard count, trying to make the defense declare. That time, offensive line just not able to hold their water.
2nd down, Lewis fires underneath at the 5, and Zachary into the end zone for the touchdown. 3rd touchdown pass of the half for Juju Lewis. 13 yards on the play.
Peyton Zachary, this young man, the 3-star, 16 offers, working out of the slot here on Darnell Collins. And what explosiveness he has shown right here. Good pickup on the pressure from the outside. Nice job getting in the end zone right there is Zachary.
PAT is up and good. And a 24-14 lead for Carrollton with 22 seconds left in the half. But Juju Lewis, 14 of 15 passing for 227, 3 touchdowns in the first half.
Coming with the late dog right there, just too much space, asking Darnell Collins to cover from that safety position on an athlete like Peyton Zachary. Just can't have that kind of space when you have that talent working out a slot. Nice find there by Juju Lewis, who once again, maybe, Matt, maybe he can get the 70 touchdown.
And with that touchdown pass right there, Julian Lewis passes Brock Vandergriff on the state's all-time touchdown passing leader list. He's now 13th by himself and just 1 behind Jeremy Hecklinski at 107.
Big names he's passing on the board, and it's just basically 2 years and 3 games.
Yep.
He's put these numbers up as a young man. Great to see him out on the field with Juju Lewis. He's grown a little beard, a little goatee since we met him. What a star in the making this man has been for that head coach, Joey King, who knows a little bit about quarterbacks.
Yes, he does. Your Governor's Red Ribbon campaign scoring drive, 7 plays, 80 yards. Juju Lewis, 4 of 5 for 81 yards, even though his completion was a perfect strike to Ryan Mosley, who just didn't get his foot down in the end zone. but it was a beautiful pass. He has not misfired on one pass tonight. He has been on the money. Another non-returnable kick by Vargas, who's a touchback on every one of his kicks so far here in the first half.
And that aspect that Carrollton showed on that last drive is the part of the game that really makes them scary. In that situation, you think 222, maybe you get a couple of screens, and next thing you know, in 2 or 3 plays, you're first and goal on the other end of the field with Juju Lewis throwing us right there to Peyton Zachary.
Well, he's on pace right now for an over 450-yard passing game. And when you are passing with the precision that he's passing with, I don't know how you stop him. You got to get pressure on him. They've sacked him once, but he is so adept at, staying in the pocket, and that's one of the things that he's really worked on here going into his senior season is his pocket presence. Tant gonna hand off to Arthur, and Arthur gets submarined at the 47-yard line. That might have been the final play of the half, although Rome hustles up. Looks like they want to run another. Handoff goes to Arthur. He gets dropped at the 30, and that will be the final play of the first quarter, except we have a flag on the play, so let's check it. If it's a defensive penalty, we'll get another play run.
Personal foul, face mask on the defense. 15-yard penalty. We'll have 1 untimed down.
So no time on the clock. This is where you just heave it as far as you can, right?
It becomes one of those Hail Mary, roll the quarterback out, get Tant away, buy time so the receivers have time to get down the field. That's one of the biggest aspects in this situation. You've got to be able to buy time that they can run 40, 50 yards to give them a chance to throw this ball into the end zone.
So ball set down at the 45 for this untimed down. They got Stallings way out here at the bottom of your screen. Man coverage, Arnoux out there on him. And they hand it off again. And that's going to be the end of the half. As Chance Arthur runs it across the 50-yard line, and that's the first 24 minutes and a 24-14 lead for Carrollton. What do you think?
It's a physical game. Juju Lewis in his passing game just came alive there in that second quarter. It's being able to spread the ball out around the field. It's just been beautiful in the first half for Carrollton.
Our coach's interview is delivered by Johnny's Pizza, your original neighborhood pizzeria.
Thank you very much, Matt. Here with Joey King. You didn't have a whole lot of book on Rome, kind of had to do things on the fly, and they threw some things at you from the back of the playbook.
Yeah, they did. They hit us with a little double pass right there to the running back. Got some wildcat action going on. So we just got to settle down and keep playing football. 2 more quarters to go. We got to make some adjustments, but I feel pretty good about the way our kids are playing as far as effort goes. We just got to sharpen up a little bit.
I was going to say, at the same time, we see what the rest of the country has been able to see with this offense, lightning quick, and you get the points back if you give them up defensively.
Yeah, and we just got to get out of our way. A couple of drives early in the game, we got in our own way. And good football teams don't do that, so hopefully we can get that cleaned up and play a good second half.
Thanks, Joey.
Thanks a lot. Go Trojans.
That is the words from Joey King. When we come back, Regions halftime show coming up here from Grisham Stadium in Carrollton. Carrollton Trojans lead. We'll come back with halftime and more stuff, the official term here in the great GPB, coming up in just a little bit. Stick and stay.
Football Fridays in Georgia on GPB is brought to you in part by Georgia's EMCs. So much more than electricity.
As morning light signals the start of business, Georgia's electric membership cooperatives are right there with you. Georgia's EMCs are a partner in economic development, serving commercial accounts big and small that drive Georgia's economy. From leading industries we rely on to local shops we treasure. We support operations on the ground, care around the clock, and growth through the seasons, lighting up good business. So business is good. Georgia's EMCs, so much more than electricity.
DBHDD and the Governor's Red Ribbon Campaign is all about Georgians standing together for substance misuse prevention. Life is a movie. Filmed drug-free. Learn more about healthy alternatives and live a drug-free lifestyle at garedribbon.org.
To listen to your needs, and we'll customize a plan to help you reach your financial goals. Our service to Georgia goes beyond banking to creating more inclusive prosperity in our communities. From education to financial wellness to economic development, we're working to level the playing field so more people can succeed and our communities can thrive.
Look at that, look at that, look at that. Yeah, let's go.
No offense.
Yeah, only 20 yards to go. Pretty good.
Teens spend an average of 4 hours a day on social media, and that can have a significant impact on their mental health. Matt Evelyn, Senior New Business Manager at Cigna Healthcare, is here with helpful tips for parents. Matt, thank you so much for being here. What do parents need to know about social media and teens?
Hannah, social media can be a great tool for kids to connect with friends, learn about new information, learn new skills, or express themselves. On the flip side, they can be exposed to cyberbullying.
The NFL season will be back before you know it. Get NFL Sunday Ticket and YouTube TV. And
So be on the lookout if they're spending excessive time online, withdrawing from family and friends, or showing less interest in hobbies. Even more concerning, if they express negative emotions about themselves or others, or they could engage in harmful behavior that they learn about online.
So like you said, social media isn't all bad. What can parents do to help their teens use social media in a positive way?
So first, it's important to limit screen time, monitor online activity, and enforce consequences for misuse. Second, make sure you have honest conversations with your kids about the positives and negatives of using social media. Finally, show interest in your kids' social media.
Matt, thanks so much for being here today.
Thank you.
This is such helpful advice. If you would like to learn some social media tips, please visit Cigna.com. Thanks for watching. Welcome to the Football Fridays in Georgia halftime show. Get back in the game with Regions Bank. I'm Hannah Gooden. We are live from Grisham Stadium for a game between two classic football powerhouses here in Georgia, Rome and Carrollton. Trojans currently on top 24-14, but the Wolves do lead the all-time series 6-4, but Carrollton has won the last two. I think that's because of quarterback Juju Lewis. I think you've heard his name a few times during this game tonight. He is heading to USC next season. Carrollton has 5 other players that are currently committed to D1 schools, while Rome has 3. A lot of players still waiting to make decisions as well. But what about the athletes that are overlooked when it comes to recruiting? We love to help them get scholarships. Here is this week's nominees for Make That Kid an Offer. This week, we start with Rockmart linebacker and running back Nate Davis. The junior led the Yellow Jackets in rushing last week versus Cartersville right here on GPB. He was also Rockmart's leading tackler as a sophomore with 84 total tackles, 8 tackles for loss, and 3 sacks. Davis earned a spot on the GPB Sports All-Finals team and led all players in last year's state finals with 16 total tackles. Next up is his teammate Luke Parker. The 3-star pro-style quarterback is ranked number 7 in Georgia and number 86 in the country. During his junior season, he was invited to the Georgia Elite Classic All-Star Game and Army Bowl Showcase. He's not only impressive on the field, but also boasts a 4.4 weighted GPA. Then it's ML King's senior linebacker Ezekiel Yusuf. He was named All-Region and All-County in 2023 and finished his junior season with 18 tackles for loss, 3 forced fumbles, and 1 interception. He also runs a 4.67 40-yard dash, benches 285 pounds, squats 455, and deadlifts 405. Wow. And finally, Peach County senior quarterback DJ Hudson needs an offer. He's a leader on the team and threw for over 300 yards last week versus the number 1 ranked Perry Panthers. He's also first team All-Region on the baseball diamond as an outfielder and pitcher. I talked to Carrollton head coach Joey King before the game, and he gave me a name. Junior linebacker Caden Spratling on his team deserves more offers. He's a physical kid who also won state in the discus as a sophomore, so definitely look into him and follow us at GPB Sports on social media to see how you can get your name on next week's list. All right, let's take a look around the rest of the state on Georgia's EMC scoreboard. Georgia's EMCs, so much more than electricity. This is not the only big game going on tonight over at Brad Aikens Field. These two schools are playing for the first time ever. Prince Avenue Christian up over Blessed Trinity 14-10. Then two East Cobb rivals are facing each other tonight. Roswell leading Walton 21-10. Marist beat Woodward in overtime last year. They're doing it again right now, 14-0 in that one. And this was a high-scoring game a year ago. They're on track to do that again. Houston County leading Perry 24-10 currently. Over at MacTharp Stadium in Moultrie, North Gwinnett up over Colquitt County 14-3. Defending state champs Bowden is in action against Bremen tonight. They were in a weather delay, but Bowden leads 23-0 now. In College Park, Gainesville blanking Westlake so far 21-0. And our web game streaming live right now on gpb.org/sports and the GPB Sports app is the rivalry game, Warner Robbins versus Northside. The Demons leading 27-10 in the third. Never sleep on that rivalry. It's one of the best in the state each year. All right, we have to take a quick break, but coming up next, we have the You Save It Pharmacy Georgia Player Spotlight. See you soon.
Football Fridays in Georgia on GPB is brought to you in part by DBHDD. Win by learning about safe usage of prescription opioids.
Half of the nation's opioid overdoses happen right at home because people don't understand the dangers of taking an oxy or perk with a glass of alcohol for stress or to sleep. Learn how to protect your family from opioid overdose at opioidresponse.info.
If critters are creeping in your attic, Breda Pest Management will work to protect your home and kick those critters out.
Breda, Breda, no need to be afraid of bugs.
Cigna Healthcare is a proud partner of Georgia Public Broadcasting and Football Fridays. Cigna Healthcare's mission is to improve the health and vitality of those we serve. Visit Cigna.com to learn how you can support your physical and emotional well-being.
Good to see everyone out there. Time to catch up with our friend Josh Turner, director of the Georgia's Drivers Education Commission, here to talk about grant scholarships. So what are the scholarships and why do they help out so much?
Well, these scholarships help students who can't afford to pay for their driver training go to an approved driving school to make sure they get that vitally important driver training.
How do you qualify for something like this, and who can qualify?
Yeah, so number one, you need to be a Georgia resident. The student must already have their driver's license or their driving permit, and go online to gahighwaysafety.org/GDEC/. It is based on family income, so financial need is a factor there. And then also just fill out the application, submit it, and you'll know by the beginning of the next month whether or not they get a scholarship.
So what's it been like to see the program grow and evolve and be this vital part of what you do there at GDEC?
You know, it's very rewarding because one of the most important things that a young person can do is learn how to drive a car and drive it safely. It's how you get to your job. It's how you get to your family events, take care of your kids one day. So learning how to do that responsibly and safely is vitally important.
Great to see you, my friend.
Great to see you. Thank you.
Josh Turner from the GDEC about scholarships, words of wisdom here at GPB.
Welcome back to the Regents Halftime Show. There is your score. Carrollton leading Rome 24-14. It's time for the You Save It Pharmacy Georgia Player Spotlight. And this week we're featuring Lee County senior swimmer Landry Liston. She specializes in breaststroke and actually placed 4th at the USA Swimming Futures Championship in July. Here's her story.
I've seen and coached a lot of really good swimmers. Her technique, especially in breaststroke, is as good as most of the elite swimmers, actually.
Swim is such a mental sport, considering the only thing you're racing is yourself and the clock. And because of that, you have to want it and you have to be dedicated. The dedication and the hard work does pay off. It definitely gets you somewhere, especially in this sport.
She's kind of tackled every challenge that she's had put in front of her.
When I'm on the block, no one else matters but me. I know that sounds selfish, but I love the competition.
That determination she has will take her very far at the next level. All right, we have to take one more quick break, but coming up next, I will have the Carrollton superintendent, and we'll check in with John to recap the first half. See you guys in just a few.
Football Fridays in Georgia on GPB is brought to you in part by DBHDD and the Governor's Red Ribbon Campaign. Life is a movie, filmed drug-free. DBHDD and the Governor's Red Ribbon Campaign is all about Georgians standing together for substance misuse prevention. Life is a movie, filmed drug-free. Learn more about healthy alternatives and live a drug-free lifestyle at garedribbon.org.
At Regions Bank, we're here to listen to your needs, and we'll customize a plan to help you reach your financial goals. Our service to Georgia goes beyond banking to creating more inclusive prosperity in our communities. From education to financial wellness to economic development, we're working to level the playing field so more people can succeed and our communities can thrive.
Come over here.
As a Bainbridge High School alumni and a lineman here at Grady EMC, I'm proud to present the GHSA Cooperative Spirit Sportsmanship Award to the Bainbridge High School. Grady EMC is proud to support our high school athletics, and this is where we live, work, and play.
Grady EMC and 34 other Georgia Electric membership cooperatives congratulate Bainbridge High School on winning the GHSA Cooperative Spirit Sportsmanship Award. This award honors schools that exhibit exemplary sportsmanship during competitive events. Only one school in each region, in each classification, is chosen to receive this annual award. The GHSA takes into consideration all aspects of sportsmanship, making the award a tribute to the entire community.
This town, they love the Bearcats, they love purple and gold. There's so much spirit here, so much tradition that they need to be honored. What a great privilege.
Introduced in 2006, this award reinforces the GHSA philosophy that everyone associated with high school activities, from athletes to spectators, should adhere to the fundamental values it represents.
From the little age up to high school, you know, we preach excellence in everything we do, not only on the field and on the court, but also in the classroom. So this is just another example of, and sets the tone really for our younger generation of this is what our older kids are doing, and this is the result of our hard work.
Georgia EMC and the 35 participating Georgia Electric membership cooperatives are proud to sponsor the Cooperative Spirit Sportsmanship Award. Congratulations to the Bainbridge Bearcats community.
Welcome back to the Regions Halftime Show. I am here with Carrollton Superintendent Dr. Mark Albertus. It is gold out night here for the Trojans and the students. What does that represent?
Yes, ma'am. I'll tell you, before I answer that, I want to just thank GPB for covering scholastic sports in Georgia. We're so appreciative of it. I can speak for all the superintendents, principals, ADs, but these kids being on TV, it's special. It's a big thing, and I want to thank you guys. The Gold Out is part of our Education Foundation, which has been supporting our schools for 35 years. And we start in August early, and we have a fundraising campaign. And it supplies field trip assistance to our kids going to Washington, D.C., Savannah, Walt Disney World, all those things. It also has teacher grants for their classrooms. And then we also have scholarships for those kids that need a little addition for college. So it's a great community rallying cry. It's golden giving, and it supports our foundation, which is huge for this community.
Time to brag on all of the athletics. What else is going on here at Carrollton?
Yes, ma'am. Well, our kids, you know, it's year-round for all these kids, whether it be performing arts, debate, band, or athletics, all the different clubs and everything. A lot of our fall sports, they've started early June, and they've been working hard the whole summer. And it's, I really appreciate all the support from the coaches, the parents, and then the student athletes that put in such great work. There's a high standard here in Carrollton, and we embrace it, and we have the staff to embrace it and help these kids get the most out of their potential. So it's a good combination.
All right, Dr. Albertus, thank you so much for being here. I know there's a lot going on here at Carrollton City School, so thank you for all the hard work. All right, John Nelson, where are you?
Right here.
Oh, there you are. All right, come on in, buddy.
All right, time to tag in.
Okay, I don't think we have a ton of time.
No.
So what did you see in the first half here? These Rome Wolves are not backing down.
Well, and to the question that I asked Joey about, because there's no tape on 2024
At
Rome.
all.
And so you're seeing linebackers that are running, they're running shotgun, they're running just solo formations out of in running back sets and things like that. Things that you don't have tape on and can't prepare for. Double passes, things like that. So Wildcat was the formation I was trying to think of. So shows you where my brain is. It just got absolutely thundered and lightning to death in the first 45
we said this game was going to come down to halftime adjustments. So
Yeah.
here we kind of are.
Right.
What else is going on around the rest of the state? What big games are you following?
Well, I'm following all of them, silly. Hello. I mean, she's already gone through the scores. Keeping an eye on Mary Persons and New Westminster of British Columbia.
Oh, okay.
And we'll catch up with them hopefully on the podcast this week. New Westminster, BC, they like to do an excursion every year. And so this year it was down to catch up with Mary Persons and the Bulldogs. Mary Persons had a lead first quarter. Fannin County gets a win tonight. Jeff Davis gets a win tonight. Keep an eye on those teams in the GPB top 10s. Keeping an eye on stuff in South Georgia with that North Gwinnett result that we were seeing right now. North Gwinnett and Colquitt County, that one's going to be a tight one. A lot of stuff in South Georgia that got the jump on us we're keeping an eye on.
All right, John. Thank you so much.
I've got to go find John Reed. Bye.
Go get Coach Reed. Hey, we have a record number of podcast listeners, so don't miss it. Thanks so much for watching the Regions Halftime Show. We will be back right after this. More from Carrollton versus Rome here at Grisham Stadium.
Football Fridays in Georgia on GPB is brought to you in part by Cigna Healthcare. Cigna Healthcare is a proud partner of Georgia Public Broadcasting and Football Fridays. Cigna Healthcare's mission is to improve the health and vitality of those we serve. Visit Cigna.com to learn how you can support your physical and emotional well-being.
Every game day celebration, every championship title begins here with hours of unseen work. As part of our commitment to education, Georgia's EMCs support the young athletes who play high school sports in the communities we serve, empowering talent with scholarships, honoring sportsmanship, saluting the game changers. When we champion the energy behind the scenes, they can step into their future and shine. Georgia's EMCs, official energy provider of the GHSA.
Yeah.
Back at halftime in Carrollton, the number 1 ranked Trojans leading Rome 24-14. Matt Stewart along with Wayne Gandy and Julian Lewis. Spectacular first half. Time now for a coach's interview. It's delivered by Johnny's Pizza, your original neighborhood pizzeria. We send it down to John Nelson.
Thank you very much, Matt. Here with Coach Reed. There was some stuff out of the back of the playbook that was causing problems. Obviously the benefit of them not having any tape on, you got to pull some rabbits out.
Yeah, I think there was a couple things we were able to do. Some of it's base offense. I think we had a double pass, but they're playing aggressive on those twins, and so it allowed us to get behind with the running back.
Then on defensively, obviously, you were getting some pressure. You got to Juju once. Obviously, I know not the amount of pressure that you want to get, and pin him in so he can't get to the outside and get you with big yardage.
Well, I mean, if you don't get to them and get him off his spot and get him on the ground, you don't have very much of a chance. So we've been good kind of getting some pressure. He's done a good job. He will extend plays. I think he did a good job on the sprint out, but we've had some mistakes on the back end that have cost us some points.
Thanks for your time. Good luck second half.
Appreciate it.
That's John Reed, head coach of Rome. He's got some work to do. Down 10, Matt. Let's find out how we got to this particular moment in time at 24-14.
Absolutely. Thank you, Nelly. Matt Stewart, Wayne Gandy upstairs. It was 3-0 in the first quarter when Juju Lewis threw his first touchdown pass of the game.
And the Rome Wolves come back. Moss Tank hitting J.J. Winston with a long touchdown to get them back in the game.
That made it 10-7. That's the way it was into the second quarter. And then Juju dumped it 66 yards to McNeil. That set up this 8-yard touchdown pass to Kyon Kofor.
Kyon Kofor back of the end zone. And now here with the double pass here, J.J. Winston delivering the ball down the field to our man, Chance Arthur.
17-14, and then with 22 seconds left in the first half, a bullet there from Lewis to Zachary. 3 touchdown passes for Lewis in that first half. 227 yards passing. The story for Rome is they've been effective in running the ball with 152.
Came in the game knowing they were going to have to run the ball, and they have had a successful half, 152 yards. On the other side of the ball, it's just been the quick strike, being able to move the ball down the field. Juju Lewis throwing the ball to 4 and 5 receivers, 3 different receivers catching touchdowns in that first half.
And you might ask, so why do teams defer the opening toss and get the kickoff to start the second half? Well, exactly the scenario we're looking at right here, Wayne. They scored with 22 seconds left in the half. Now they're going to get the ball first, so almost a chance to kind of double up your score. And right now they're leading by 10. If they can score on this first possession, you go up 17 in the third quarter.
Want to have control in the second half. Coach King felt like his defense could hold up. They did, and now you get a chance to really put that pressure on this defense and put another score on the board, and that puts a lot of pressure on Rome trying to keep pace scoring.
Trojans 2-0 on the season. They are ranked number 11 in the USA Today Super 25 and number 12 in the Max Preps national ranking. So they're making some waves there. Number 1 in the GPB Sports 6A top 10. Gunning for their 3rd win of the season, Rome in their season opener. And the third quarter kickoff is brought to you by Heads Up Georgia, the Governor's Office of Highway Safety. Park your phone while you drive, it saves lives. And here is the kickoff. Going to come down at the 7-yard line. Returned by McNeil up to the 27, and that's where we'll see Carrollton on offense for the first time here in the third quarter.
Now Rome have to make adjustments in that locker room. Come out, Coach Reed, and really try to figure out how to keep and make Julian Lewis throw the ball from the pocket, which he's still dangerous doing that, but you can't let him extend these plays. And someone up front in this defensive front 7 has to start getting more consistent pressure on him to get him off his mark.
His one incompletion was actually a completion. Would have been a touchdown to Ryan Mosley. Just couldn't get a foot down in the corner of the end zone. So he's really a perfect 15 for 15 on his passing. Make it 16 of 16 as the ball goes to McNeil on the screen, and he bolts out to the 42-yard line.
Once again, great blocking on the edge by his receiving core, Cooley and Zachary this time, just getting the ball out quick. This receiving core has done a great job blocking for each other, and great acceleration by McNeil to get those yards.
Farmer in motion. Lewis wide open. That's the first receiver he's missed tonight. Would have been a touchdown to Zachary.
Great job of Zachary, showing you the speed to get behind. You can see him shaking his head there. It's Juju Lewis. He know he missed one right there. Easy touchdown for him right there with the speed that Zachary had. Working that slot once again, which has been very beneficial for this offense tonight, working out of the slot.
He's been committed to Southern Cal now for over a year, has 40 other offers though. Georgia, Colorado, Indiana, Auburn, all these schools are reportedly still in the mix. Handoff goes to Farmer. They're trying to strip him. Harmon, you see him come in there trying to rip the ball out of Farmer's hands as he falls forward to the 46-yard line.
And Satterwhite, we haven't called his name a lot tonight as far as rushing the ball, but him and Farmer as a combination have really taken advantage of this spread offense. They understand that safety is in such a predicament of where to go with this receiving core. There's a lot of yards in there now. 3rd and 7 for Juju.
Ball sitting at the 46. Lewis looking to pass, going to dump it off here. First down and more for Farmer on the cutback. Kimauri Farmer, another cutback. Touchdown, Carrollton.
Speed kills, patience even kills more. Great job right here of the O-line, being patient, setting this up, getting to the outside is Farmer.
10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul.
And looks like we're going to bring this back. Penalty on the.
An act of God? Burning fossil fuels is overheating our planet, causing unnatural disasters. Let's call this what it really is. An act of man.
Great job by the O-line. Big touchdown there. Out in space, trying to take on secondary personnel. A lot of times linemen get their hands to the outside. Late call, big play for Rome.
So it goes down as a 15-yard completion because you mark off the penalty yardage. Downfield, Mosley, there's the hold. Yeah, Mosley there at the 35, 40-yard line was holding the defender. So now it's 3rd down and 1 because you mark it off the spot of the penalty. Handoff goes to Farmer, cut back, first down. Farmer down to the 36.
Nice vision there by Farmer. So dynamic. Watch this cut right up here, right into that hole right there. Acceleration, the vision, the spin off of that big hit coming out of his peripheral vision there. What a bright young star this young man is. Only a junior, so talented.
He's picked up some offers too, 11 offers, including Georgia State, UAB, and Georgia Southern. Pass is thrown, complete, out there on the edge to Zachary. He's close to a first down at the 26-yard line.
Trying to bring pressure, make Juju Lewis throw the ball quick. This time, once again, finding who's been his #1 target tonight, the 3-star Peyton Zachary out in the flat.
Louisville and Georgia among his 16 offers. He's a 3-star wide receiver, and he's still got a long way to go. He's in the class of 2026, so just 3 games into his junior season. As we showed you earlier, he had a great first 2 seasons as a freshman and sophomore at Kelley. Handoff goes to Satterwhite. Satterwhite tackled by Harmon at the 20-yard line.
Good job on that left side of the line. Following his blockers right there. The young freshman fielder over there, 6'4", 305 pounds. Something tells me some stars will start following that kind of height and size as well. The big left tackle over there, 54.
Look at Harmon. He's an animal. Flipped from Alabama to Tennessee August 18th. Rated as high as the number 13 linebacker in 2025. Zachary in motion. Nothing doing. Tackled right there at the line of scrimmage. That was Creamer who came up from the linebacker spot and stopped Farmer. It's going to be 3rd down now.
Great read getting off the block there is Creamer. Just a slow developing play here. Just nowhere. Great penetration there by Hasselrig, making Farmer have to bounce that play to the outside, and Creamer cleaning up.
3rd down. Line to gain is the 26. Make that the 16. The ball sitting on the 20. Lewis on the sprint out and throws. It's complete to Mosley. And that's going to be a catch at the 16, and that's good enough for the first down.
Good job up front to roll out, throwing on the move, showing you another aspect of his talent there is Juju Lewis. Good job there of the receiver, finding the sticks, not coming back for that ball, just staying at the sticks to pick up the first down.
There's Jaedon Harmon. We've been telling you about him. Consensus 4-star, having a big night offensively and defensively. Keeper this time by Lewis, gets out of bounds at the 13-yard line.
The miscommunication right there between Satterwhite and Lewis, who was looking to hand the ball off, improvising, which is really a key to his game. He has that natural way to just move the ball, understands, never seems to be under pressure.
Quick pass goes to Satterwhite. That was Sykes who came up from that safety spot, put a lick on him going out of bounds at about the 11.
Ray Sykes, 6'2", 185 senior. Coming up with bad intentions right there with the big hit. We talked about early in that first half, one of those guys that just seem to have that frame. You can put a couple of pounds on and move him into will linebacker. A big 3rd and long here. This is a down and distance that Rome has been trying to force all night long.
Ball sitting on the 12. 3rd and 7. Lewis to the wide side, off the hands of Zachary. Just the 3rd incompletion for Lewis tonight. And really only one of them has been his responsibility.
Peyton Zachary right there, just peeking in, seeing Jaedon Harmon, number 1. In that case, you got to catch the ball. He's going to put the wood on you either way. Catch the ball, pick up the yards right there. That's just a function of the monster in the middle, Harmon coming over, taking the concentration there away from Peyton Zachary.
29-yard field goal attempt, and the kick is on its way, and it's going to be no good. Pushed it off to the left. So a long, close to 5-minute drive for Carrollton comes up empty. Rome's defense holds, gets the ball back when we return.
Football Fridays in Georgia on GPB is brought to you in part by DBHDD. Win by learning about safe usage of prescription opioids.
Half of the nation's opioid overdoses happen right at home because people don't understand the dangers of taking an oxy or perk with a glass of alcohol for stress or to sleep. Learn how to protect your family from opioid overdose at opioidresponse.info.
So,
you wouldn't take a call during the big game.
Oh, hey, what's up, man?
You wouldn't be texting while cheering on your team.
Jacket!
And you definitely wouldn't want to watch a video while marching with the band. Or while distracted. Driving isn't a game. Get behind the wheel, put the distractions aside. Drive hands-free and save lives. Heads up, Georgia.
Welcome back to Grisham Stadium. What can Rome do now with the missed field goal, now that the Rome Wolves are on offense? We'll find out in short order. Web game was one of the big rivalries in Middle Georgia, always is the 76th renewal, and it is Warner Robbins's to have. It is handshakes at the MAC. Warner Robbins 17-12 early, 34-12 your final score. So Warner Robbins goes to 2-1 on the year under Shane Sams. Northside drops to 2-1 under Ben Bailey. Quick finals note, Matt. Down in South Georgia, North Gwinnett goes to Moultrie and knocks off Colquitt County tonight, 14-3.
Well, congratulations to the Bulldogs. Big win for them to head down to South Georgia and get that win. McDermott on the carry here to start this drive, picks up 4 yards on the play.
Physical run there by McDermott. Just running over outside linebacker Jaedon right there. We talked about the size of McDermott, 5'10", 200, physical inside runner.
Again, McDermott on the carry, dragging the defender. That was Landon Wolf hanging on for dear life right there.
Nice balance. McDermott right here, able to take the hit, spin off of it. And you could see Wolf just holding on to his T-shirt until his teammates get there.
I like him a lot. 770 yards rushing a year ago. All-region first team. Tant goes to the air. That's a first down catch. Darnell Collins.
Nice stop right here. Stop route by Darnell Collins. Good ball. Put it on the numbers there by Tant, taking the hit in the pocket there by Elder.
Arthur on the carry. Chance Arthur lunges forward to the 36. I mean, this is right in their wheelhouse, Wayne. Get 4 yards on every carry. They can live like this a good long time tonight.
Showing patience, 3-4 yards of play, whether it's run or pass. Stay in third and short. Let these backs continue to be physical and run up the middle of this defense. As we talked about, defensive line for Carrollton is not that big. Chance Arthur is bigger than 2 or 3 of the D linemen for the Trojans.
Second down. McDermott gets the carry again. This time someone grabbed a leg and didn't let him get very far. 2 yards on the play. And Carrollton ends up with the ball. That was Barney streaking towards the end zone, but the play had been called dead. It's going to be third down, but it's third and medium.
Aiden McPherson coming in at quarterback. Ross Tank going out. Number 3, the young sophomore. Coach Reed talked about maybe getting him a couple of snaps in tonight.
Gives him a little bit different dimension there, that quarterback position. McPherson going to throw the ball, sidearms it to Arthur, submarine tackle out there on the edge. What a play. We'll check the penalty
big hit
call.
there by Callen, number 12, coming up, getting the big hit on Chance Arthur. We do have a penalty.
Dead ball, personal foul on the offense. 15-yard penalty from the end of the run. Still fourth down.
You saw those stats on Callen. He is a transfer from Idaho. His dad got the defensive line coaching job at nearby West Georgia University. And so he moved from Idaho to Georgia. He's a move-in who's committed to James Madison. First season with the Trojans.
Coach King said he was the fastest guy in Idaho.
Yeah, ran a 10.700 in Idaho.
But wasn't the fastest guy on Carrollton's team.
Didn't even make it out of the region to get to the state. I mean, Carrollton's 129 state track championships. It's the real deal when it comes to track. Even more so, believe it or not, than football.
A big hit right there for his team. Explosive player when you talk about 5'10", 180.
Punt by Jackson. Away from the returner, takes a nice Rome bounce. And finally rolls dead at the 32-yard line. 48-yard punt by Jackson. Carrollton going back on offense when we get back.
Football Fridays in Georgia on GPB is brought to you in part by Regions Bank. Get back in the game with Regions Bank.
At Regions Bank, we're here to listen to your needs, and we'll customize a plan to help you reach your financial goals. Our service to Georgia goes beyond banking to creating more inclusive prosperity in our communities. From education to financial wellness to economic development, we're working to level the playing field so more people can succeed and our communities can thrive.
Breda Pest Management works to protect the inside and outside of your home from pests. Breda, they handle bugs and critters.
Breda, Breda, no need to be afraid of bugs.
So, you wouldn't take a call during the big game.
Oh, hey, what's up, man?
You wouldn't be texting while cheering on your team.
Jacket!
And you definitely wouldn't want to watch a video while marching with the band. So why would you drive a car while distracted? Driving isn't a game. When you lose on the road, it could lead to a crash. So when you get behind the wheel, put the distractions aside. Drive hands-free and save lives. Heads up, Georgia.
Back at Grisham Stadium, where #1 ranked Carrollton leading Rome 24-14. Going back on offense with 4.5 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Matt Stewart, Wayne Gandy, John Nelson, and Hannah Gooden got a little bit of a late start here tonight. Game delayed 50 minutes because of lightning in the area. Didn't start until 8:20, so running a little bit behind schedule. Not that guy, though. Juju Lewis, 19 of 22 passing for 274 and 3 touchdowns so far tonight. Wow, look at Harmon stick the guy. Wow, that was a vicious tackle. Kimauri Farmer thought he was going to cut back until Harmon said hello.
The great white shark, as his coach referred to him, Coach Reed. Right, he says always hunting for prey right there. What a big time hit coming up into that.
I had pain shooting through my body just watching the replay.
That young man, as we've seen on both sides of the ball, impactful and important for this team.
Pass is thrown out here, complete to Kofer, and that's Harmon making the tackle. How many Harmons they got on the field?
I think it's just one. They're both wearing #1 on the field. This time showing you the ability and the range to get to the outside, making a tackle out in space. Former running back, 4-year starter, as Coach Reed pointed out, 2 years at linebacker, and has made himself one of the top linebacker recruits in those 2 years in the country.
Man, he has been on fire tonight. Driven out of bounds, Zion Cooley, the tight end. And that's going to be a first down. Cooley, they don't go to the tight end as much as they did in years past. They had Jordan White, who unfortunately, he went on to Georgia. That was the fortunate news, but he recently had to medically retire because of an injury in his freshman year. But just a great wide receiver in this Carrollton program last year.
Cooley is very capable at 6'4", 225 of being an outstanding receiver down the field. We've seen him block tonight out on the edge. Doing a great job.
He's committed to East Carolina. Ball goes out on the edge, complete to the 47-yard line. That's Mosley with the catch. Brings up second down.
Offense coordinator Reggie Perkins willing to use the short passing game. And if you're Carrollton, you kind of want to continue to keep the clock moving, move the chains, make the safe pass.
How many times did he check down and go to a different receiver? I mean, I think he looked at every one of his receivers out there. Finally just throws it away. There's a flag.
Pass interference on the defense. 15-yard penalty from previous spot. First down.
We're going to get Adrian Floyd against Ryan Mosley, giving up 3 or 4 inches down the field. Good protection, working the pocket. His pocket presence has increased. It's Juju Lewis, still things to learn. 16 years old, easily in the next 2 years could grow another 2 or 3 inches. Actually, one day you see him at maybe 6'4", 6'5".
Doesn't turn 17 until September 21st. Pass goes to Mosley on a screen, and Mosley lunges forward to the 26. He got 6 on the play.
Big block here by Keon Kofer to free his receiver mate right there, and then just the physicality. And Mosley, instinctive big receiver at 6'2", 4-star.
Lewis has thrown the ball to 7 different pass catchers tonight. running the ball on an end around. And that looks like that's going to be a first down, and we're going to have a flag too. Looks like we had some extracurriculars at the end of the play on the run by Kofor.
End around, jet sweep, getting to the edge.
After the play, unsportsmanlike penalty on the defense. Half the distance to the goal, first down.
I think these cornerbacks, you can see right there, Adrian Floyd getting a little chippy. Not sure that this secondary is used to this kind of receivers blocking. This is very impressive how these receivers are blocking for each other, regardless of the play. They're in there, driving their feet, trying to get pancakes.
1st and 10 following the penalty. Farmer gets the run right up the middle. Farmer knocked forward by Harmon down to the 2.5. But going back to what we were talking about, that's something they actually track for the wide receivers, pancake blocks, which is generally something they track for offensive line.
Yeah, we're going to have to call them some hot cakes or something. I don't know if they can get in on the pancakes, but they do a great job as a unit. The unselfishness of them to be able to allow other guys to make the play.
Lewis, quick fire. Mosley can't hold on to it. Got broken up by Shontavious Warford.
Nice job right there by Warford getting that hand in there late. He has the size and strength to take on a guy like Ryan Mosley. In this situation, you can see that right arm getting in there and knocking that ball out.
Another 6'2" cornerback.
Long arm, we saw him, impressive size on the sideline, warming up. Only a junior who has those long arms and already 6'2".
3rd down and 1, can pick up a first down before the touchdown. Handoff goes, touchdown, Farmer. And there's a flag out too. Might wipe out the touchdown.
Holding on the offense. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Still 3rd down.
A little grab there by the right tackle on Daz Killebrew. RJ Sizemore right here at the bottom. As you can see, Killebrew tried right there. That right hand grabs him. I hate to snitch on your O-line, buddy, but that is holding right there, young man.
I think that was Chaston Sheffield who got flagged right there. Wipes out a touchdown, at least for now. Going to make it 3rd down back at the 11. 24-14 lead as we're down to a minute to play here in the 3rd quarter.
A nice drive by Carrollton using the short passing game along with some run plays to churn this clock. They've taken this drive and ate up 4 or 5 minutes of the clock and set themselves up in scoring position, making the clock an enemy versus the Wolves.
You know, this is a Rome team that the last 2 years got to the semifinals and the quarterfinals. Last year they played Thomas County Central, the eventual 6A state championship, closer than anybody else the entire season, lost to them in the quarterfinals. Let's send it down to John.
All right, time for some finals around the state. We'll start down south and give you some winners and some scores of note. Coffee a winner tonight over Columbia County of Florida, 40-13. Pierce County a winner tonight. Lowndes over Central Gwinnett. Running clock in the 4th quarter. They won 46-13. Ware over Bainbridge, 49-7. Thomasville and Cairo tied at 28 4th quarter. Hawkinsville a winner. Also on the board, Fitzgerald is winning. Clinch County winning as well, 4th quarter. More as we go here, 3rd and 4th.
3rd down and 10. Ball is at the 11. That's Zachary in motion. Lewis scanning the field, goes the other side to Farmer. Farmer into the end zone. Did they get him the touchdown? He did. Touchdown. Kamani Farmer. 11-yard touchdown run by Kimauri Farmer, and it is 30-14.
Scored on a screen earlier was Farmer that got called back. Good execution to the outside. A little assist there by his guard. Mateo Wells getting pulled in. Good blocking, a lot of room. Watch number 58. Give him a little
The Mansions at Alpharetta Senior Independent Living offers a unique retirement experience. Our luxurious community is perfect for active adults looking to make the most of the next chapter of their lives. Our apartments provide space, luxury, and comfort at the best value. Amenities abound at the Mansions. Enjoy amazing chef-prepared meals, fitness classes, and a beautiful courtyard for your dogs to run. Relax in luxury outdoor lounge areas, ideal for gatherings with family and friends. Call to schedule your tour and see why our residents love calling the Mansion's home.
Life's better when you're under our roof. Save up to 23% by bundling your home and auto with us.
A true all-around back. We've seen him run between the tackles. We've seen him get out on the edge, catching the ball in the screen game and out of the slot. So what a great job that young man has shown. Just really his second year of starting at that position. Offers are coming in for him as well.
Governor's Red Ribbon Campaign scoring drive, 9 plays, 68 yards, 3.5 minutes. And it's 30-14, and that is touchdown pass number 4 for Juju Lewis tonight. Kick is going to be non-returnable again. Nothing but touchbacks from Julian Vargas tonight. What a weapon that is.
Definitely something that you want with this kind of offense and this kind of defense. You can just kick off with that kind of confidence. Not even close to being returnable tonight.
Nullified the entire return game and the other 11 guys in the white jerseys. But what that block PAT does, that leaves the door open. It's a 16-point game. So it's still, it's a 2-touchdown game if you can get the 2-point conversions.
And we've seen some explosive runs out of these backs, especially McDermott running between the tackles. Still have time to play that patient game and just drive the ball, get on the scoreboard.
Look how Rome has spread the field out here. They've got 3 wide receivers here at the bottom of your screen. Now looking to go to the other side. Pass in the middle, nearly intercepted. Nearly caught, nearly intercepted. Trying to get the ball to Toot Stallings. They haven't been able to really do that so far tonight. Only a couple of catches for him.
Nice job by Cromartie, number 7. Not being fooled at all, staying home, trying to set up the screen, making the play out in the open space. Toot Stallings, one of those explosive players that you just try to figure out plays to get him the ball, but nice job there by the senior safety.
Again, they spread the field wide with 3 wide receivers here at the bottom of your screen. Now they're going to go in that direction across the middle to Stallings. Stallings dancing and picks up the first down at the 32. 12-yard pickup.
Just want to get him out in space, get the ball in his hands, and let him go to work right there. Toot Stallings, this time part of that trips left package, just running a little slant route underneath.
Or make that kid an offer guy for Rome. John Reed says elusive and hard to tackle. That's why they want to get the ball to him in space. Complete at the 45. And Collins breaks a tackle. Cuts to the outside. Darnell Collins inside the 10-yard line. Still on his feet and down to the 3. What an effort by Darnell Collins, the junior wide receiver.
And the big fellow here, Darnell Collins, showing you the speed, the technique, switching the hands, keeping the ball away so he can stiff arm, fighting for each and every yard. They look like maybe he got slammed down on his left shoulder at the end, but working out of the slot, showing you the speed at 6'3", 185, clearing up that left hand so he can defend himself. Just at the end there, got that shoulder underneath him.
You can see why John Reed says he's going to be a power conference football player. He's got the skill set at 6'3", 185, and just a junior. So he's playing the first game of his junior season here tonight and putting on a show. 3rd catch, 79 total yards for Collins tonight. 65 coming on that one play as we're down to 15 seconds to play in the quarter.
Nice find there by quarterback to his big receiver, and they needed that kind of explosive play to get them back in this game. That's something that they have been missing, other than the double pass, is that explosive pass play down the field.
First down and goal to go. Direct snap goes to Harmon for the touchdown. And Rome cuts it to 30-20. Do you go for two here?
With the way that Jaedon Harmon is running the ball right now, you go for two. Right here, Coach Reed called it a wildcat package. They got both backs, Arthur and McDermott, in there with their old running mate, Jaedon Harmon, taking a direct snap. And that play really hasn't been stopped all night.
No.
He's gotten 2 or 3 yards regardless of the play, which is just his effort and size to pick up and challenge for this 2-point conversion.
So they keep Harmon in there to go for the 2, and he's going to lunge in there and get it. Why not? When you got that, why not? It's 30-22, and there's a late flag that's come out.
2 big lead backs in Arthur and McDermott.
After the play, unsportsmanlike on the offense, will be taken on the kickoff.
So it's 30-22, and they're down only 8 with 8 seconds to play in the quarter.
Why not dial up this young man for the 2-point conversion? A play that has not been stopped by Carrollton all night long. Great job getting square, getting into the end zone. Bad break of getting the celebration penalty. Just can't have those kind of plays in this kind of game against this kind of team. But great job of Harmon finishing off that drive after the big long run there by Darnell Collins to set that up.
Yeah, your Governor's Red Ribbon campaign scoring drive, 4 plays, 80 yards, 65 of it came on the catch and run by Collins. You see John Reed still having his say with the officials right there. He did not agree with the celebration penalty called against his team. But going back to Jaedon Harmon and what a weapon he is for them in that short running game. And of course he had a big 50-yard run out of it too, but from here on out, rest of the season, if you're facing 4th and 3, I would never kick. I'd just let him run it.
Definitely a play that each and every team has to prepare for. And you would hope it's just a linebacker in there for a couple of snaps that coach just thinks he's going to use his weight. But you've seen Harmon hit the hole, have great cuts, make people miss, bounce off of tackles, has the speed to get down the field. Must have been watching some Travis Hunter last night, you know, play both ways and just be excellent on both sides of the ball.
Speaking of another great former Georgia high school football player. So Harmon defensively tonight has 8 tackles, 1 official TFL. He has 5 carries, 78 yards and a touchdown, and a 2-point conversion run as well. Squib kick. High bounce. Finally fielded at the 27-yard line. McNeil trying to get around the edge. Got a block right there. And McNeil all the way across the 40. And a flag, 3 or 4 of them come out at the end of the play. I thought they were very close to a block in the back out here at about the 40-yard line on the other 40. You see Coach Reed in there pushing his players and holding his players back. And that's why he was so upset. So he's clearly out of bounds right there, and there's a shove. Yeah, that was the penalty. Should be on Carrollton right there, number 15, who shoved the Rome defender into the runners. So that was Shamar Arnoux. And that's the end of the 3rd quarter, and we'll step aside as they sort things out here. We're heading to the 4th. We got a game in Carrollton. Trojans up 30-22.
DBHDD and the Governor's Red Ribbon Campaign is all about Georgians standing together for substance misuse prevention. Life is a movie. Film drug-free. Learn more about healthy alternatives and live a drug-free lifestyle at garedribbon.org.
In lively towns and peaceful rural areas, Georgia's electric membership cooperatives are on a mission to provide a different kind of electricity. Our not-for-profit, member-owned DMCs are focused on making life better for members. At private residences, farms, and thriving businesses, we work for you. Generating safe, reliable, affordable electricity, giving back to local programs, serving our members to make life brighter. Georgia's EMCs, so much more than electricity.
Cigna Healthcare is a proud partner of Georgia Public Broadcasting and Football Fridays. Cigna Healthcare's mission is to improve the health and vitality of those we serve. Visit Cigna.com to learn how you can support your physical and emotional well-being.
Football Fridays in Georgia, presented by the Governor's Office of Highway Safety, reminding you, heads up, Georgia. Parking your phone while driving saves lives. As we move to the fourth quarter, and they're still sorting out that play at the end of the third. It's going to land on offsetting, unsportsmanlike penalty. You saw Arnoux right there push the defender right into the runner, so that's an obvious penalty. I didn't see the penalty on Rome unless there was some kind of other unsportsmanlike that was not in our frame, but that was clearly a penalty on Arnoux and Carrollton right there.
Arnoux shoving into the back, out of bounds late into Coach Reed, who went on the ground as well. You see him trying to fire up his players here with only down 8 with 12 minutes to go.
So John Reed doing his best fire him up job there heading into the fourth quarter. 37th year Reed has been a coach. His 10th season at Rome, his 23rd season overall as a head coach.
Great position Rome is to start this fourth quarter, only down 8 points.
And the ball is sitting on the 39 for Carrollton. And Lewis steps up in the pocket, fires to the sideline, and they're going to rule that incomplete. Mosley argues that he got it. Both officials, the one front and behind, say he was out of bounds.
Double covered there, Floyd and Butts defensively. Both right there with Mosley, who's trying to, but before he was able to secure the catch, you can see him clearly out of bounds. He hasn't caught the ball yet, and you can see that foot come off the ground.
So second down and 10. Handoff goes to Farmer, makes a man miss. Farmer down to the 26-yard line. Sykes coming up to make the tackle, but that'll be a first down for Carrollton right there. 13-yard pickup.
Good job there by Juju. Low snap, still able to keep his composure. Getting out of that tackle there is Farmer, and very impressed with his explosive speed after he got the ball in his hands there, getting out of that tackle of Caleb Creamer.
Farmer 12 carries, 64 yards tonight. Also has 5 catches for 59. Lewis right in the middle to Mosley. First down at the 9.
Skinny pose here by Mosley on Joseph Butts here, to just using height as an advantage. Beautiful ball, a little behind Mosley in that situation, but he has a great catch radius when you're 6'3" to bring that ball in.
17-yard pickup. Juju Lewis now 327 yards passing tonight. Only 5 incompletions. Farmer looking for a cutback. And Farmer still on his feet. His helmet comes off. They blow the play dead.
can't say enough about Kimauri Harmon right there, showing patience, following his blocks there. Zion Cooley in front of him. He sees the hole. He has just a hair trigger acceleration up in the hole to pick up 3 or 4 yards.
11 offers, Georgia State, Georgia Southern, UAB among them. A lot more are coming. He's just a junior. Rushed for 1,433 yards a year ago. Had 115 on the season coming into tonight. But a big game here this evening. Touchdown pass, number 5. That going to A.J. McNeil, a 5-yard touchdown pass from Juju Lewis.
Working underneath right here, A.J. McNeil coming from the wide side of the field. Working underneath Adrian Floyd. Short setup throw right there. Get the ball out of your hands by Lewis for the touchdown. Just so many weapons, so many receivers that he spreads the ball around to.
PAT Hernandez is up and good, and Carrollton has a 37-22 lead. Juju Lewis, 27 of 32, 333, 5 touchdown passes. Seems like no big deal to him.
Football Fridays in Georgia on GPB is brought to you in part by Cigna Healthcare. Cigna Healthcare is a proud partner of Georgia Public Broadcasting and Football Fridays. Cigna Healthcare's mission is to improve the health and vitality of those we serve. Visit Cigna.com to learn how you can support your physical and emotional well-being. Breda Pest Management knows it's the bugs inside that you want gone. That's why Breda works to protect the inside and outside of your home.
Breda, no need to be afraid of bugs.
Half of the nation's opioid overdoses happen right at home because people don't understand the dangers of taking an oxy or perk with a glass of alcohol for stress or to sleep. Learn how to protect your family from opioid overdose at opioidresponse.info.
So, you wouldn't take a call during the big game.
Oh, hey, what's up, man?
You wouldn't be texting while cheering on your team.
Jacket!
And you definitely wouldn't want to watch a video while marching with the band. So why would you drive a car while distracted? Driving isn't a game. When you lose on the road, it could lead to a crash. So when you get behind the wheel, put the distractions aside. Drive hands-free and save lives. Heads up, Georgia.
Come over here.
Welcome back to Grisham Stadium. Margin back to 15 for Carrollton. Take you through some more of the scores and some more finals that we have around the state. Thomasville in overtime over Cairo 35-28. Camden County continues their non-region winning ways out of 1-6A. They won 52-29 over West Broward of Florida. Fitzgerald a winner tonight against Crisp. Clinch a winner tonight against Miller. Thomas County Central was tied at 21 against Florida High. They won that one 63-28. Also, Irwin in a shootout over Sly, 60-35. More as we go upstairs.
Lots of great games. Thanks for keeping us up to date on those, Nelly. Juju Lewis, 5 touchdown passes tonight. The Red Ribbon Campaign scoring drive, 5 plays, 39 yards after the big kick return by McNeil, and McNeil ended up catching the touchdown pass as well. And another non-returnable kick. Vargas has been perfect on all of his kicks tonight, every one of them a touchback. And so Rome takes over at the 20. They're down 15 points with 10 minutes to play.
Still the ability to move the ball down the field. We saw in that last drive, big play down to Darnell Collins, try to get the ball into Toot Stallings' hands as well. Score still is manageable, but now you have to imagine that you have to score touchdowns. You have to move the ball, get a couple of first downs, get the midfield, where you can secure yourself a 4-down territory situation.
Tant has rebounded from a rocky start. He threw 2 interceptions in the first 6 minutes of the game, and that gave Carrollton 10 points. If you took those away, you can do the math. It'd be a 5-point game right now. Making his first varsity start here tonight. Short gain on the play by McDermott.
I like the play call there. Offensive coordinator Humphrey. That kind of lets your team know, hey, we're not in a panic mode. We're going to execute our offense. We still have time. We've shown the ability to get down the field doing what we do in 3 or 4 minutes.
Heavy rush. Fant gets it out of there and nearly caught, nearly intercepted. Winston the target, Arnoux trailing on the play, and Fant took some abuse on that, got sandwiched as he was releasing the ball.
Good job of getting out of that initial sack there. Pressure off the edge by C.J. Kelley, showing some toughness there, taking the big hit, trying to get the ball to his big target, J.J. Winston, down the field.
Yeah, C.J. Kelley did not give up on the play, number 93. He's got 4 offers, including Arkansas State, but now it's going to be 3rd down. 3rd down and 7. Ball goes to Arthur. He's going to pick up the 1st down. Nice play call right there.
Setting up the screen, sniffing it out right there. Jabari Elder almost coming up with a big play right there. He sniffed out the screen play, but too much speed by Chance Arthur to pick up that 1st down.
Team leading 4 catches for Arthur here tonight. Tant goes to the air, and it's complete. That's another 8 right there. This time going to Stallings. Makes his 4th catch of the game.
A little tempo here in this drive, getting up to the line. And in the play call is Tant.
Tant again goes to that same side. Same play. Stallings has the 1st down.
Good blocking out there. Darnell Collins securing that corner, able to let Stallings get the ball and get upfield. You can see the explosiveness in that young man right there. Elusive and fast is Stalling.
1st and 10. Ball is at the 44.
Before the snap, false start on the offense. 5-yard penalty, still 1st down.
John Reed thinking back to that traumatic bus wreck. It's such a difficult start. Had to cancel their regular season opener against Creekside. Arthur on the run to the 41. You know, Wayne, you put so much thought into making your schedule. He thought the Creekside game, another 5A power, would be a good first game for them. Then you get a week off to fix what you saw in that game, and then you play Carrollton, the #1 team in 6A. Didn't work out that way because of that bus accident.
And hats off to him and his program, to showing up, showing a lot of energy tonight. You wouldn't get the feel that this is their first game. They're executing and playing well, trying to keep themselves in this game on this drive.
2nd and 13. Tant, open pocket, goes downfield, overthrows his man. Had Collins breaking open, didn't connect. Wayne, here's a look at Rome's schedule. The game here tonight and their next game against Single A Division I Toombs County, the only top 10 teams on their schedule, and then they start region play, hosting East Paulding on September 13th. And then it's Region 6A action the rest of the way.
School is back, and Dick's Sporting Goods has what you need to win your year. Check backpacks off your list from Nike.
Tight coverage out there by Spratling on the coverage down the field on McDermott. Good job by him. Just know where to place that ball. Try to throw it on that back shoulder. McDermott just couldn't get open there. Good coverage by 34 Spratling.
And correction, not Region 6A. That's the region they played in last year. Won the region championship for a 3rd straight year. They're in Region 5A this year. So having to punt it away. No, instead going to throw a pass and missed. Do we have a flag down? B.J. Jackson, the punter, threw the pass, incomplete. Let's check the penalty flag. Looks like it's going against Rome.
So we have a sideline warning on Carrollton.
So the ball's going to go over on downs to Carrollton as the fake punt fails. We'll step aside with 7:59 to play.
Football Fridays in Georgia on GPB is brought to you in part by Georgia's EMCs. So much more than electricity.
Today's conservation-minded consumer cares about where their energy comes from. Your local EMC cares too. Georgia's electric membership cooperatives offer renewable options for our members. In fact, our solar portfolio will produce enough clean energy to power more than 180,000 households, striving to move the needle toward progress and position communities for the future. Georgia's EMCs, so much more than electricity.
DBHDD and the Governor's Red Ribbon Campaign is all about Georgians standing together for substance misuse prevention. Life is a movie. Film drug-free. Learn more about healthy alternatives and live a drug-free lifestyle at garedribbon.org.
Yeah.
7:59 remaining in regulation. Carrollton out to a 37-22 lead, and now they get the ball back, Wayne, after that fake punt failure.
Tough choice right there by Coach Reed, feeling he had to do something to maybe get the ball back for his offense, giving Carrollton the short field, who once again starts this drive with the short pass. We've seen them use that effectively tonight. It's almost part of their run game, just getting it out to guys like Mosley and Zachary as a function of their run game.
That was the team leading 6th catch of the night for Mosley, the 4-star wide receiver. Got 86 yards receiving. You saw the ball control and play count numbers are pretty even.
What a night that young man has had throwing the ball, kind of showing us a little bit of preview of everything, every tool he has in his bag. We've seen him throw on the run. We've seen him throw under the rest, move the pocket, extend the play.
Farmer picks up the first down with the run right there. He's got over 130 yards of offense tonight. Meantime, Juju, 342. 28 of 33, 84.8% completion, 5 touchdowns.
Call that efficiency right there. That's the definition of it. What a night.
He's as sharp as we've ever seen him, and this is the 7th game that we've called in his career. Cooley out there on the edge, fails to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The read option there. Farmer underneath, catching Cooley on the outside. Very talented tight end. They use more in their blocking game. Don't get him the ball that much, but as we talked about, has the size and speed. At any game, he could be the player of the game from that position.
Yeah, committed to East Carolina, over 10 other offers, 3-star edge. So they're projecting him as more of a defensive player than an offensive player at the next level. 2nd down. Quick pass to Zachary. Zachary got a block. He's down to the 18-yard line. He's got a first down.
Quick screen to the outside. Cooley coming from the slot, securing the block. So Zachary can get underneath, and then just the quickness and the speed. 5'7", 145. Just a dynamic player is Peyton Zachary.
That was Harmon who made the tackle. I think he's at double-digit tackles tonight, and he's also their leading rusher. What a player. Approaching 6 minutes on the clock. The play clock was at 11, so it's not that.
before the snap, false start on the offense. 5-yard penalty, still first down.
Still consulting the sideline is the offense in this situation. Still willing to go out, let Juju Lewis throw the ball, operate, typically up in this situation, 15 points, 5 minutes. Kind of stick to your standard runs, but with him at the helm, everything is still on the board as an offense.
1st and 15, handoff goes to Farmer, gets a lot of it back right there. Down to the 13-yard line.
Good blocking inside there, Sheffield, Wells, Nor Reed in the middle. We haven't talked about this offensive line, but they have done outstanding job tonight, especially in the screen game. Big hole right there in the middle of the field for Farmer.
443 yards of total offense for the Trojans tonight, 139 for Farmer. Approaching a 100-yard rushing game.
With the hard count once again, trying to get the defense to declare. Spread offense.
Farmer again, slip cutting back in the hole, might have tripped. Either way, he goes down after about a 2-yard gain.
Always falling forward is that young man right there. He is the key. As much as Juju Lewis is, his production is very key. Exposing the defense. When they concentrate too much on Juju, their ability to hand it off to Farmer can take them a long way.
3rd down and 2, ball sitting on the 10. Now we're down to 4.5 to play in the game. Farmer got Cooley blocking for him. That'll be a first down at the 5. And now the clock is going to be around 3.5 minutes before they snap it again. One more score here most definitely puts this game to bed, I would think.
Once again, Cooley, Callen out there, number 12, blocking on the edge. And the vision and the acceleration of Farmer when he sees that hole, he's 3 or 4 yards up the field in a blur against the defense.
147 total offense for Farmer tonight. Couple of touchdowns, both of them pass catching touchdowns. 1st and goal. Juju runs to the pylon and gets in for the score. Juju Lewis with the touchdown run. And a rare touchdown run for Juju Lewis. He has not done that very often in his career. He gets one here tonight, and it's a 19-point lead for Carrollton.
Great job here on the read option. Sees the end, go to the inside there, and Caleb Creamer feels like he can outrun him to the corner. Great job by Juju Lewis. And that's a play that is definitely going to develop as the year goes on. He's going to have to pull a couple of those balls to make the defense and make him play them honest on that read option.
PAT up and good. 44-22, Rome now trails by 22 as Juju takes it in at the corner.
DBHDD and the Governor's Red Ribbon Campaign is all about Georgians standing together for substance misuse prevention. Life is a movie. Film drug-free. Learn more about healthy alternatives and live a drug-free lifestyle at garedribbon.org. Cigna Healthcare is a proud partner of Georgia Public Broadcasting and Football Fridays. Cigna Healthcare's mission is to improve the health and vitality of those we serve. Visit Cigna.com to learn how you can support your physical and emotional well-being.
At Regions Bank, we're here to listen to your needs, and we'll customize a plan to help you reach your financial goals. Our service to Georgia goes beyond banking to creating more inclusive prosperity in our communities. From education to financial wellness to economic development, we're working to level the playing field so more people can succeed and our communities can thrive.
Welcome back to Carrollton. 3:33 to go. 44-22 is the margin. Let's go through some more finals as we go. Roswell over Walton, 42-32. The man in charge definitely keeping an eye on that one today. Also, Campbell a winner, 33-7. McEachern over Marietta, 33-27. Cherokee put 65 on the board tonight to get a win. Also on the board, North Cobb over East Coweta, 27-20. Hillgrove a shutout over McIntosh, 38-0. Lassiter, Hannah Gooden's a happy person. Lassiter knocked off Northview, 42-0. And scores all up and down the GPB Sports app. We got more of them if we got time, but right now let's send it back upstairs with 3:33 to go.
Well, Nelly, when you get a chance to talk to Juju Lewis tonight, which I'm guessing you're going to get that opportunity, be sure to ask him about that touchdown run, because as far as my records show, that's the first rushing touchdown of his career.
First rushing touchdown of his career. Writing that down right now.
That is amazing.
Okay.
He's thrown for what? He's right at 107 or 108 touchdown passes for his career. That was his first rushing touchdown. Kick is going to go into the end zone, as every one of them have done tonight from Julian Vargas, and so Rome will bring it out to the 20. They have rendered the return game for Rome non-existent.
And back to Juju with that touchdown. He showed you the athleticism that sometimes you forget he possesses. He shows you speed, a little stiff arm to get the defender off of him. And it's amazing that that young man has not run the ball more, the way that we know him to be an athlete. But what a great job securing and reading in that situation, reading the offense.
Well, they lead 44-22. The only points that Lewis was not directly involved with was their opening field goal. 5 touchdown passes and a touchdown rushing tonight. First career rushing touchdown just happened here in his senior season. So good for him. Ball at the 20-yard line. Direct snap goes to McPherson, the second string quarterback, and he runs it for a yard. So a lot of the folks on the Rome side heading toward the parking lot. Looks like this season opener for the Wolves is going to end up in the losing side of the ledger, but I was impressed what I saw from the Wolves tonight.
Saw a lot of great execution for the first game of the season. They've been waiting and waiting to get on the field. Even had a rain delay that kept them a couple of minutes longer. But they have come out and shown a lot of brilliance, especially doing this, running the ball.
McDermott up across the 50.
With this kind of run game, this kind of blocking up front by the offensive line, this is still a dangerous team in the state. They have three backs when you put Harmon in there, that are very productive, which gives Moss Tank time to grow.
41-yard run by McDermott that gives him 84 for the game. 207 for Rome rushing the ball tonight. They're going to beat a lot of teams like that this season. Another halfback pass and incomplete. That was McDermott with the left-handed pass and a flag out. I think we got a cramp here on Collins.
We're going to get a late hit on a defense's player. As Collins was coming down, defender ran right into him.
Personal foul, hit on a defensive player against the defense. 15-yard penalty, first down.
Right here, double pass this time. Dermott trying to air it out to this big target, Collins, and kind of right there at the end. As you can see, Collins turn. The defender strikes him in the back.
You know, and that's tough on the defender. I don't really fault the defender there. It's by the letter of the law, it's the correct call, but the defender is running full blast. He might not even know that the receiver has not caught the ball.
Yeah, he has to go to the ball as though it's being completed right there. There's no one to stop Darnell Collins from grabbing that ball and coming down with it. So Zelus Hicks coming over just at the last moment right there. You can see the hit in the back.
Yeah, I thought it was a cramp, but it looks like it's something maybe a little bit more serious as they're looking at his right arm and shoulder. Let's take a look at the Carrollton schedule. They've got 3 more games against top 10 teams coming up on September 13th. They've got Gainesville at home. Then they play at Alabama 6A, second-ranked Parker the week after, September 20th. And then the Big game at the end of the season on November 1st at Douglas County. That could be for the region championship.
Could be a double butter popcorn kind of game where you just go all in and start throwing sprinkles on top and cinnamon. Doug County and that offensive line and the way that they can play against this team.
That'll be a fun game, no doubt. That's on November 1st. A lot of football to go before then. Hopefully Collins is going to be okay, man. He has been a bright spot, very promising wide receiver we saw in Darnell Collins tonight.
Definitely lived up to what Coach Reed said. When we asked about it, he said he's long and a Power 5 talent. He's shown that tonight.
Ball goes to McDermott. He continues to run hard. We got a flag down as well. I've been impressed with Arthur and McDermott tonight. Like I said, the way they've been able to run the ball.
Sideline interference on Carrollton. 15-yard penalty, first down.
I mean, they've rolled up 426 yards of total offense in what's going to be a losing effort tonight.
Has shown the ability to run the ball as we figured they could with those backs.
That's a half the distance foul.
But also the ability to throw the ball, get it out quick to guys like Stallings and Darnell Collins. They can get that going with the way that they can run the ball. As they've shown in this first game, you have big expectation 2 or 3 games from now for this offense.
They got Toombs County next week. That was kind of a late add to the schedule. They thought they had something lined up with Miami Central to come play at their place, and that fell through. So they end up adding Toombs County, which right now is the #1 public team in our 1A D1 GPB sports rankings. So that'll be an interesting test unto itself before opening region play. Down to 150 to play. McPherson gonna throw it wide open. Was the ball tipped at the line of scrimmage? Must have been.
Got a tip right there. Or it's a touchdown. Great play action fake, back leaking out. But you can see right here, just the right hand of Landon Wolf preventing that touchdown right there. Is that C.J. Gamble?
I think it was C.J. Gamble.
Inside linebacker. Just getting that right hand to prevent that touchdown there. Good play action fake by Aiden McPherson.
Gamble's another guy. He's got 6 offers, including Tennessee. 24/7 Sports 3-star linebacker. 3rd down and 8. McPherson fade route to the pylon, and Winston can't come up with it. That was Barney on the coverage, and it's going to be 4th down.
Good reps here for the young sophomore. McPherson there trying to get the ball out to his big target. Winston goes at 6'3". Just running a corner route to the back of the end zone. It's better timing on there, but good solid throw by that young man there.
.90 seconds left in this one. Carrollton's going to improve to 3-0 on the season. Rome will drop to 0-1. Pearson going to step up in the pocket, and he's going to go down. Quarterback sack at the 16-yard line will end the final scoring threat for Rome tonight. That was Caden Spratling coming up with the tackle on the quarterback, and the ball goes over on downs.
Big pressure by this defensive front. And as we talked about with Spratling, it's one of those all-around outside linebackers. Coach called him mean and nasty. But you have to love the speed and athleticism of this defense to go along with Juju and what they can do offensively. Not the biggest of defense, but they're good in space, good tackling team, and they play with a lot of effort.
And Juju will stay out there to finish this game up with 352 yards passing and 5 touchdowns tonight. a quarterback rating of 217.3. I think that's good. And 85.7% completion percentage. Farmer on the run. Alston bear hugs him to the ground. Elston with the tackle right there. Farmer getting up close to 100 yards rushing for the game.
And as good as Lewis has been at quarterback, Farmer has been in running the ball tonight. His impact has been very effective, whether it's running screens, running between the tackles, picking up the hard first downs. Just a great job by Kimauri Farmer to go along with the superstar quarterback there, Julian Lewis.
Might be the final play of the game right here. Play clock at 5. Another handoff to Farmer. That should put him over 100 for the night. First down for Carrollton, and no more snaps are needed for this one. The 6A #1 ranked Carrollton Trojans now 3-0 on the season as they beat the 5A 6th ranked Rome Wolves 44-22 here tonight at Grisham Stadium.
And this Rome Wolves team made them work for it. They really had to work for it, start executing at a high level, especially in that second and third quarter. And so hats off to them to finally get on the field after a stormy start with the bus accident, and Coach Reed had them focused to come in here and challenge and show a lot of heart.
Joey King picks up his 40th win as the Carrollton coach in 45 tries, and he's now 107-9 as a head coach in his 9 seasons here in the state of Georgia. Hugs all around there. This very close coaching staff. These two schools not too far from each other, geographically sharing a lot of the same space. And there's that guy, Juju Lewis. We said from the get-go tonight, Juju Lewis making his final run here in 2024, earlier than we all anticipated. We thought that 2025 was going to be his senior year, but he'll be heading off to college in December and January. And he's got this Carrollton team on the road, perhaps a state championship. That remains to be seen. But it's time now for our coach's interview. It's delivered by Johnny's Pizza, your original neighborhood pizzeria.
Thank you very much, Matt. Here with Joey King. You look at what happened tonight. There were a lot of lessons that you can take from this. Adversity being one of them, how you handled it, being a part of that too.
Yeah, adversity straight from the get-go, from a weather delay to some wrinkles early. You know, I thought our guys, our message at halftime was focus and finish. Other than maybe one big play, 2 big plays there defensively, I thought we did a good job of buckling down in the second half and coming away with a win. Rome's a talented team. They're a physical team, a well-coached team. I wish those guys a successful season. I know they will.
An act of God? Burning fossil fuels is overheating our planet, causing unnatural disasters. Let's call this what it really is. An act of man.
I want to tell you, he said that on the sideline. They're blocking their tail off against a talented front, especially those edge guys, to give him time to throw the ball. So he commented on that during the game. You know, Kweli Fielder, R.J. Sizemore, Cole Norwood, Jason Sheffield, Mateo Wells, man, they did a great job for us.
So you take the lessons from tonight. How much time do you give yourself to learn from this and apply it going forward, getting ready for next week?
We'll start that here in just a minute. You know, we've got a tough road ahead with our non-region schedule. We got to learn every lesson that we can take and apply it. And, you know, again, we're glad to be 1-0, but it'll be short-lived.
Thanks for your time and thanks for your hospitality.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Go Trojans.
That's Joey King. Time for the hot tag. That's our interview with our friends delivered by Johnny's Pizza. So now we bring the hot tag to a very familiar face. Our Georgia Cotton Commission player of the game. Georgia Cotton Commission, the natural choice for Georgia. Our natural choice player of the game. 350, north of 350 on the night, 5 touchdowns. But I have been requested by Matt Stewart up in the press box to ask about your running touchdown. When was the last time you ran for a score? Can you remember?
I was probably like 10, 11. Actually, no, probably 7th grade. I was probably like 13, 12, something like that. Yes, sir.
So when you call your own number, are you stumbling over that play call in the huddle? What's going on there?
Not necessarily. I mean, I trust my coach to call the right things. I trust my guys to block. So I went out there knowing we're probably going to get on this play.
All right, so let's talk about let's go to the other 5 scores on the night. What was it like? I talked to Joey about the offensive line, and I know that he said that you'd be the first guy to talk about that offensive line. 5 passing touchdowns tonight. To have those guys in front of you, what does that mean?
No, they did a great job tonight. You know, we had a freshman step up today because one of our guys got hurt, and they all went and played their butts off. And I'm definitely gonna greet them first when I get in the locker room. Monday they'll get donuts and stuff. So they did a great job tonight.
Monday they get donuts?
They got to.
Is that like normal, or is it something?
Pretty much, yeah. It's pretty often, yeah. Or Chick-fil-A or something like that.
What did you learn about yourselves as a team tonight? Tested early on a bunch of different fronts. What did you learn about yourself tonight?
I mean, shoot, Rome has a great defense. They've always been known for their defense. So just coming out and executing with this lower roster, because we do have guys down. It just showed us we can work together as a family regardless of the situation, who's out. You know, even if I wasn't in there, I think we would have went out there and do the same thing.
Juju, good to see you again, north of 350 and 5, plus the rushing touchdown, and we got the rest of the story for you, Matt Stewart. Our Georgia Cotton Commission player of the game. Georgia Cotton Commission, the natural choice for Georgia. Our natural choice, this guy, Juju Lewis. Juju, good to see you, my friend. That's the story from down here, Matt. Big win for Carrollton. Tested early. They find the distance late, winning by 22.
Yeah, Nelly, he was as sharp as I've seen him tonight in his performance. Just the entire offense. And I know he was speaking your language when he started talking about the donuts and the Chick-fil-A.
We got to up it to at least the all-star special at Waffle House. I mean, not the donuts, but I found a weakness in Juju. We got to get him on the right page as he goes forward. But what an excellent performance, leadership, and poise that he led his team tonight with.
Well, you know, Coach talked to us this week about a sense of urgency with Juju because the clock has moved forward quickly. He's now a senior. He's not a junior this year. And wants to lead Carrollton to that state championship, something they haven't won since 1998. I sense that same urgency in his performance.
Yeah, it doesn't do any good to have all these numbers and leave without the ability to say you're a state champ, especially when you have this kind of talent. He should expect to win the state championship and compete for it, and that would really put a pin on his career.
Absolutely. Be sure to join us next Friday night as the Langston Hughes Panthers take on the Douglas County Tigers.